Okay, here we go. Hello, everybody. The count tells me we're 4 seconds in, so hopefully you can hear me. We are doing a very special get-together, and we'll tell you more about why in a second, but we need to say hello. And we have a special guest who has been a regular guest, and we've been a guest on her channel, and she's awesome. We love her to pieces, and it's MJ.
Hello everyone. Good to see everyone.
And I have the responsibility of going through the comments today, so it could be a nice 6 hours. So, how is everybody?
I'm doing good. I'm so glad to be here. It's such a crazy day.
Yeah. And what time is it with you? About 7ish, is it?
5 after 6.
Okay, 5 after 6. 5 after 6. That's 11, isn't it?
Yeah, for you.
That's 11 for you, yeah.
No, 5 after 6 is 11. 5 after 6.
And it's 11 for you.
Oh, right. Got it.
And Dave, here we go. That MJ brings the special effects. At some point, she's going to be throwing hearts at her. Like there's no good tomorrow.
Did we figure that out? Are you using an iPhone?
Yeah, there you go.
It's
an iPhone thing.
I have a MacBook. That's all. It's a Mac thing, I think.
What happens when you do? What happens when you do a middle finger?
I'll show you later. Don't choke.
Wow, I wonder if anything happens. It probably does, because the thumbs up works for you too, right?
I don't know. I've never had that. It's only been the heart for me. I don't know what it's all about.
Oh, was it? Someone did a thumbs up, didn't they? Was that the Mild Rumpus who did the thumbs up?
Yeah,
maybe. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My Mac must not be new enough, I guess. Is yours a new one?
No. 2 years old. Yeah. Maybe it's the software. Maybe you got to update your software.
Yeah. Well, mine's a lot older than that, so.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to update my personal software. That's what I've got to do.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nobody's going to argue.
Oh my God, there's a lot of comments.
Yeah,
there's a lot of comments.
Say hello.
Get to those. I'm the comment master. Get to those comments.
Some guy called StreamYard has said live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Tap on a comment to show it on screen. Who's that guy? Who invited him in?
I don't know. He shows up at every live stream though. He's always the first.
It's like, yeah, right, mate. Yeah, don't tell us every time. It's like a broken record. Right, yeah, say hello. So William says hi. Hi, William. Thank you for coming out with us. Pat's here.
Hi, Pat.
Although just says hello to William. Don't say hello to us. Yeah. Charming. Jenny says, hi, guys.
Hey, Jenny.
We now know that Jenny isn't a 50-year-old man.
Yeah. And you did great, Jenny. You did awesome.
Oh, good. Did she get 100 subscribers? Is she going to start her channel? That was the
question.
deal.
I mean, I realized I wasn't subscribed during the show and subscribed to her, so I was one of the new ones.
Yeah. Me
so I hope this. Yeah. Maybe Jenny can tell us.
How many you got, Jenny? Tell us. We're going to try to pump you up during this live stream.
It's a soggy evening in Scotland, but I think most evenings are soggy in Scotland. To be fair.
Yeah. Just so everybody knows, if Jenny gets to 100 subscribers, she said she's going to do the BookTube newbie tag and start her own channel. Did you already say that?
Channel, baby.
Maybe you already said that.
Yeah.
So we got to get her to 100.
I think she said she was going to do it in a rabbit suit as well. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely heard her say that for sure.
I would love that.
She definitely said that. That says hi, Jenny. Jenny says hi to everybody else. Jess is here. Hi, Jess. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Pat. So Jim. Hi, Jess. Hey, Jess. Hello, lovely ladies. Bad. This is nice. They're basically having a massive group hug, aren't they? Basically,
it's great.
Which is cool. We're all up for that. That's what we're here to initiate and facilitate hugs. So that is awesome. Erie says,
"Hi, Erie."
That's if I say hugs, you do the love heart thing, right?
I think because I'm not wearing black, maybe. I don't know. Hey, today's World Golf Day. Ooh, there it is.
There it is. It's only it's only goths who like giving out love hearts. Is that what you're saying?
It's World Goth Day today. Embrace your inner goth.
Is it actually World Goth Day?
Yeah. I listened to Susie Sue today. Yeah.
Oh, you see, I would have thought I would have seen that on Instagram. I didn't see anybody post anything about that.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, I must have you blocked or something.
Probably.
Charlie.
Yuri!
Yeah. Finished up the book. Okay, Geek Love. Geek Love sounds really interesting. Have you read that, MJ? Geek Love?
No, but I have a copy of it.
Yeah. That's all right. Jenny says, I had an open to close shift, so now I'm here. Decompressing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Decompress. We'll be able to hear the air come out of you as we type.
Cool.
Oh, that book.
Yeah.
Geek Love?
Okay.
Rest Jenny.
Geek Love, yeah. That book is something else.
I haven't read it.
Apparently quite disturbing. Late shift tomorrow. I can sleep later. Yeah. What's that? Warren Zevon saying I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I'm kind of living up to that. I'll try and aim for about 3 hours.
Yeah, you never know what things you say are going to stick with people. I remember that all the time, MJ. Whenever I'm going to read, and I'm like, I always remember you saying that. You sleep when you're dead.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. They're still talking about Geek Love. Yeah, absolutely was. I think we all thought that. We were very, very excited. Featured guest is MJ. This might be where we come in.
Hi, Pat.
I thought that's what you sounded like. I thought that was it.
That's
Yeah,
not
Jenny was
true.
brilliant.
That's not true. He thought you sounded like a baritone man.
I just thought it would have been the best trick ever on BookTube, wouldn't it? And then Jenny's like, "Here I am. All right, yeah, it's me after all. I'm bald and I'm big and I'm old." It would have been brilliant. I mean, maybe it's still the case, but it got some person that looked like Jenny to do it for him. We don't know.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, next time maybe if Jenny shows her passport, we can see the truth. Long time no talk. Thanks, Jess. Hey, that's Nim. Nim said hello a minute ago, didn't she? And I'm just like going.
Yeah.
See, there's lots of pressure because these two guys, right, viewers, these two guys reckon that I'm going to get behind on the comments. So I think if there's any sense that I'm speeding through these comments, it's their fault because they were bullying me, man.
We're trying to wrangle you. It's like herding cats sometimes.
All right, you ready for this? Here we go. Hello, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Hey, Jim. How you doing, Jim?
I'm dropping in to say hi. I hope you're all doing well.
We should have a contest sometime and let Jim maybe let Jim's wife be the judge of who does the best Jim.
We should have also like a narration contest.
We can have Jim's wife also participate and see if she's got a really good impression of him as well.
Sure, she does.
I think Jim's wife watches us, so I can't remember if he's ever said her name, but it seems impersonal to say Jim's wife, so I'm going to call her Gloria. So welcome, Gloria, to the chat, and I hope you do a fantastic Gloria.
Jim, tell us your wife's name so he doesn't keep calling her Gloria, please.
Yes, please.
We'll do it now. Then Gloria says, "Actually, it's my name now because Gareth said it so many times."
It's gonna be like a Seinfeld episode. Hello, you.
Yeah. Hold on. Someone said that Nim wasn't very well.
Yeah.
Join the too many stinky COVID symptoms. Yeah. We did ask Nim to join us because we are going to talk about the fact that tonight's all dedicated to PAX in a minute, and obviously it was right to ask Nim, but she can't make it, so that's fair enough.
That's okay, Nim. We got your poetry here. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, we were a few minutes late. Yeah, Dave.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're making me tell. Gareth spent a full 3 minutes fixing the camera because he was worried that he looked too angelic. So he had to get the hue just right.
Don't forget the biscuits. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
And he was almost stuck. I'm not going to give it away. We'll let him disclose his own biscuits. But for a minute, he was having a conniption because he thought he was going to be stuck with diabetic biscuits. And then all of a sudden, as though the divine just dropped it down into the room for him, he was saved. So that was
a beautiful moment. It was beautiful, but I still don't know.
It was like the angels started singing, and
I'm waiting for a reply from my wife to find out if I can have a happy ending to that story.
I was just going to say,
I need to rephrase that. I'm waiting for my wife to give me a happy ending.
Oh.
Because she's going to tell me if I can eat those biscuits, because I don't want to upset her by eating her biscuits. Anyway, BRL Books.
Hey.
Awesome. Thanks for popping in. Awesome. Fantastic. I'm on 34. Excellent. So MJ would have said, you need to sort your about section out. So that's brilliant.
There it is. Did you see it?
When you point,
when
you point.
When I went like that.
Oh.
It showed up.
Do it higher.
Oh, I thought you were talking about giving me the middle finger or something.
It was a floating high five.
Move
I was
it
like,
over,
yeah. I got nothing.
Excellent. What was that?
When you pointed like that and you went, did you see it? That had a little flash. I don't know what that was.
Being rude.
It's gonna poke you in the eye, Gareth.
I wanted to give her a high five.
Who's gonna time it right? 1, 2, 3. All right, you can leave me hanging if you want.
There's an international delay.
I got you, man. I got you.
There's a 5-hour delay. The Geek Love is my book of the year. There we go.
Oh wow!
And it's not even over yet. Oh, I could get ruined in the last few pages. Fred's here.
Hey, Fred.
What's up?
Hi, Fred. Oops. Whoa. I'm skipping Jenny saying hi. Me and my popular opinion didn't like. Slim didn't like Geek Love. Dun, dun. And then there's lots of You Kill Me Smalls. Here we go. So the beginning was good, and then it became pointless. That's a big word. Yeah, there we are. See? I knew it. Is there crazy weather in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like scary weather.
If anybody wants to see Jenny's live premiere, it was on Sean D. Standfast channel. So
yeah, well, it was awesome, wasn't it?
Great.
And what was really funny was that almost everything that she talked about, Sean had no idea what she was talking about. It was brilliant.
I love I love the way people from Scotland say books.
Say what?
Books.
Yeah, books. And they it was that as a moose loose to boot this hoose as a Scottish impression. Thank you, Fred. The text weather is very upsetting. Oh, that's not good. Well, I've just cheered you up with a stupid Scottish impression. Lila, that's well good.
That's glory. We have official approval for that.
Yeah. So we'll have a vote. We'll do a community poll on whether Jim's wife could be called Lila or Gloria, and then obviously she'll change it according to what the voting goes.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
That's what the community tab's all about. Gareth and Dave needs a shirt that says "Thing."
Oh my God, that's such a good idea. That's a great idea. And then MJ can be the guy. Who's the bigger guy?
The Cat in the Hat.
Was it? Is it? Yeah, it's a Cat in the Hat. Right, the Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Or MJ could be Horton.
Horton Hears a Who?
Yeah, I love it. What? No, exactly. It's a contradiction in terms.
Yeah.
Garrett, that's a horror story waiting to be written.
That's true. That's the next one.
That's the next horror story.
Next day of November.
I might make a remembering pack. Say, oh, fantastic! Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Yeah,
sure.
Do it.
Love it.
I mean, I was trying to be subtle, but yeah, I mean, clearly there was a lot of innuendo there.
There's another idea, Garrett. There's another idea. It could be. Well, that could be the beginnings of a Books, Songs, and Magic and Other Magic OnlyFans account.
It's gonna
imagine. Could you imagine?
Yeah. Well, I was the happy ending would be my wife telling me I can have her biscuits, right? So, taking that logic to its conclusion, that means my OnlyFans channel would be just me eating biscuits.
Yeah. It's gonna be a mukbang channel. Where you're just eating stuff you shouldn't eat. Yeah. People are paying you to eat that.
And like, if they give you, I don't even know how OnlyFans works. I've never used it, but are there like super chat payments or something that you can use? Because they could do like a super payment and make and you'll go into shock. Like you'll purposely eat enough to go into diabetic shock.
Film a live stream from hospital.
Would you pay to watch Gareth eat snacks?
I would pay for that. I would pay for that.
You'd pay for me to have a stroke. Is that what you're saying? You want to see me on a stretcher somewhere? Is that what you're saying?
You could be like a taste tester OnlyFans. Or do a thing. Is it diabetic or is it non-diabetic? You guys, God. All I have to say, this is not a good skincare plan being on this show. I swear to you.
My Pixel phone started offering audio emoticons. I can just relentlessly hit the drums when I'm in any call. That's amazing.
Wow.
That's really weird as well. That'd be nice. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be a fantastic video. I'm sorry, no bad weather here. I guess good. Well, other bad weather. Yeah. The wine gums advert was a loose moose. Yeah, it was a guy in very like cliched Scottish material that sang and like in one of those hats and that did a sword dance and sang "There's a loose moose loose and boot this hoose." And it was a beautiful advert that I think was great for Scottish relations. Gareth's OnlyFans bringing a whole new meaning to the term food porn.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
Oh, you caught up.
So, yeah, I caught up. See? Oh, no, not quite. Dave spends Olive's treat mode and the mortgage payment.
Maybe the mortgage payment, not Olive's treat up. See?
There you go.
She heard you say Olive's treat. You see what happened?
Oh, nice.
Watson was here and then he left. All right, you're on a 15-minute timer, fellas. 15-minute timer.
Okay, we've got somebody telling us what to do on our chat today.
That's okay.
Yeah, Dave, do you want to talk about the dedication today and the theme and why we're doing it now and that sort of thing?
Yeah, sure. So we look, we started light and we want to keep it light. The idea is not to get somber tonight. We want to at PAX was about having a good time, so we want to celebrate her life and her love of books and all that. So we want to just have a nice, comfortable, friendly chat. We did think it was appropriate that we do this because probably everybody here knows, we lost PAX on May 29th. and her birthday was May 13th. And so this episode fell right in the middle of those. So it just seemed like appropriate that we would bring her into the episode and just have a little talk about her. And she loved horror, but she also loved poetry, as everybody knows. So we thought Gareth had the great idea of, why don't we, celebrate with some poetry? We'll do some readings. We can talk a little bit about PAX, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to, read some poems and talk about some poems, and
Cool.
Obviously, anybody has any memories or things they want to mention about PAX, that's great. It's open. There's a safe space for everybody. This is for the three of us. I know for many other people, this is important because, PAX was very important to a lot of us. I myself find that a year later, I still think about her all the time. And this sounds kind of weird to say, but I think about her a lot more than I would have imagined that I would. Mm-hmm. And, she had a very big impact on my life, even though I never actually got to meet her in person. It was always just chatting, chatting on the phone or chatting online and stuff. So, and I know a lot of people feel that way. So that was it. So we just wanted to, kind of do this in her honor and just talk some poetry, which she would have loved. So I don't know. Did I miss anything, guys?
Well, no, I mean, I had a bit of a gap in watching her videos, and I watched another video last week, and still really hard. And like you said, I'm still thinking about her a lot. So it's important that we do it. It's important that we dedicate tonight to her. And I thought, like you said, we're in Horror Mayhem, which is great because she would have been like at the forefront of the event. And it's nice that we can talk about that anyway. But to read some poetry, I think would be special because we wouldn't have necessarily done that. Whereas we might have talked about Horror Mayhem, but we're doing the poetry thing means that we are doing something especially for her. So. Yeah.
All right.
So Jess said last conversation I had with Pax was about our birthdays. Saddens me that she passed on my birthday. Pax is very happy about my birthday. We talked about our age and memories. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She would. I mean, she was such a she's such an open person that would have just been invited anybody into her life and been and celebrated anybody's birthday, however long she knew them for. And it's my birthday on the 28th. Yeah. So there's going to be another live stream. You can't get rid of me.
Yeah. Birthday on the 28th and anniversary on the 29th, right? It's double whammy.
That's right. You. Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, so
you must have. Was it you that put cameras around my house?
Yes. Yeah.
No, that's very nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
Fair enough. That's all right. You enjoy yourself, mate.
Yeah. Oh, if a package shows up at your house that you're not expecting,
okay. Don't open it. It's a letter bomb.
It's not a bomb. You can open it, but you're not allowed to open it until the live stream. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's very exciting.
I promise it's not a bomb. I promise it's not a bomb.
Do you live miles away? I might get it after the live streams happened.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's very exciting. So it's not like a live animal, is it? Because then that would be really gross if you didn't put holes in it.
I told you it's not a bomb, so it's safe to. That's all you get. That's all you get.
That's it.
It's one of Dave's special lasagnas. Can't wait.
Do we want?
We got another comment. Hey, do I want to do one? Did you say?
No, I was going to say, do we want to do the biscuits or biscuits later?
Oh yeah, we need to do the biscuits. In over here, if you say, "Are you going to do one?" That's like saying it's like go away. So like,
really?
If you said Gareth, do one, they'd be like, "Oh, okay, sorry," and I'd have to leave. And obviously, because I'm English, I'd apologise first, and then I'd leave.
I'm going to have to remember that.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. If you go, "Oi, do one," that's like telling someone to go.
You really should start writing this stuff down.
I know.
Book,
Do one. Hey,
It's
do
good.
one.
It's a
All
great
right,
language. Yeah.
next time he
If
gets
you-
too silly on one of these live streams, it's gonna be, hey, do one.
Do one. You go, oi, plonker, or
Oh.
or call me a wazzock. That's one of my favourites. My wife sometimes, if she got very mild road rage, but sometimes she'll go, "Oh, you wazzock," which I think is brilliant. That's what a great word, a wazzock.
So let me just clarify that go do one basically means get lost.
Yes, yes.
Do you guys say
do
get
one.
lost in the UK?
Get lost. Get lost. I think probably 80 years ago.
That's about right. My carbon
Right.
dating goes back that far.
Yeah, we might. I might like a normal version of that kind of mildness might be sod off. You might go sod off, and then obviously if it's more like immediate and angry, you might say f off, mightn't you?
Sod off as like SOD, sod off.
Yeah, sod off.
Okay.
I don't know what happens if I say the f word on a live stream. I'm gonna have Matt Wall on here soon, and he's probably gonna say every sentence, isn't he? So
Yeah, I don't
let's
think
test it out.
I love that
Let's
one.
test it out. Matt's doing the Desert Island Flick soon, and he's going to be sweet. Yeah, and I reckon every other word will be fuck. So yeah, we can say fuck off, I suppose.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
MJ, in addition to
I
her timer, MJ also has a
beep.
a mute button. So every time you start doing that, she's gonna quiet you.
I don't know where we got to. What were we talking about? I don't know what we were talking about. Oh,
Go do
biscuits.
Biscuits.
Yeah, go do one.
Okay.
Oi, do one.
All right.
Take-
I got.
yeah.
Who's going?
Take your biscuits in. You go biscuits first because I'm still waiting for a reply.
So I got. That's right. You're not allowed to eat yours yet.
No, I don't want to get into trouble.
We can.
You
We
can
can.
stare at them and smell them. That's it.
We could do a couple poems and wait on the biscuits if you want.
No. We can't wait on the biscuits. What's
Okay.
going on?
All right.
Well,
I have another Trader Joe's special. This is.
Oh,
These are JoJo's chocolate and peanut butter sandwich cookies.
oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I'm pretty excited about these. You guys like chocolate with peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, Dave, I'm
Wait,
going to
hold
throw this out there. Whenever I hear chocolate and peanut butter, do you remember the commercial? Hey, your peanut butter's in my chocolate. Hey, your
Yeah.
chocolate's in my peanut butter.
Yeah. The Reese's commercial. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
I
Oh,
love
it looks
this.
like
I love
a
it.
peanut butter covered Oreo or something. I'm not sure if you can have this, Bubs.
No,
can I just give you a little insight into my life? So I didn't want to get into trouble for eating these, right? Which I'll tell you about in a second. I'm just going to eat them. But I was waiting for a reply from my wife, so I sent a message to my son who's visiting at the moment, and I said, "Go and tell your mum to check her messages." And he just said, "Mum's sleeping, brother." So two things there. One, she clearly is going to answer me. I'm just going to eat them. But two, he always calls me brother. He calls everybody brother. He says like, yeah, things are fine, brother. Yeah, he always goes brother at the end.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not his brother.
It's
I'm
kind
like
of endearing.
20 years older than him, at least. I'm
Yeah,
not his brother.
I was like, I use the term man. I'll say that to everybody. I'll be like, no, don't do that, man. It's my daughters. It's Olive. None of them are men, but just don't do that, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm a dude. I'm a dude person.
You're a what?
Yeah.
I'm a dude.
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 Like, we gotta go do
Dude.
this. Like, dude,
Yeah.
let's go.
Like,
He used to do that. My son used to say dude. Now he says brother. So he'd say that to you. He'd say, pass me the biscuits, brother. You know.
Yeah. My
you
brother.
Say dude,
Yeah.
You say dude to Watson?
He's the number one dude.
He's
Yeah.
the number one dude. Okay.
Yeah.
The Duderino. Is it the Duderino?
Numero uno. Primero. Dude.
Olive
Oh,
has
Olive's
chicken and sweet potato recipe again. Snack.
Oh, that sounds nice. I'd have to bit of that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you some of these, Gareth. Oh, I should have sent these to you for your birthday. Next year.
You just revealed what's in that package, and you're going to make me eat the dog biscuits on a live stream for my own birthday. Great. Thanks.
Drink some water. Drink some water.
So I
Um,
am enjoying Border cookies. These were sent to me by Erie, and it's dark chocolate ginger, darkly delicious fiery biscuits for an intense taste experience. And I've had these, and they are really, really good. And they are
wonderful.
They are baked in the UK. You ever have them, Gareth?
Yep, they're awesome.
They're good.
And sometimes you can get big packets for Christmas and that. Yeah, like pack them up for Christmas. That sounds cool. Yeah, they're nice.
Is it kind of like a chocolate covered ginger snap? Like
that's exactly what it is. Yep.
Wow, that sounds wonderful.
And then you get the fire at the end.
That sounds perfect for Christmas time.
Yeah, it's good all year round. I like
What are the name of those again?
Border, crafted with care.
Border.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to write this down. Border cookies.
You have to put all the biscuits listed in the show notes.
I don't know.
Featuring the following biscuits.
Maybe Erie will send me some.
Maybe if you're not.
To tell you what, it's about time McVitie's sponsored my channel. I think they're a little bit crap, aren't they?
You should tag them.
In every video.
Tag them.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. This could be horrific repercussions tomorrow, but because we are very precious about our biscuits. But I'm not 100% sure that I own these, but I'm going to be eating them.
Just have a bite. Have the smallest bite, and then put it down.
Yeah, then put it back in the bag.
Don't put it back. Just put it down.
That yeah. Well, do you do that thing, MJ? Do you do that thing where you go out with your husband, right? And then you order your meals, and then and he says, "Do you want chips?" Right? Just imagine you're English. Do you want chips? And you go, "No, I'm all right. I don't want any." And in your head, you think, "I'll have some of yours."
Yeah, I do it. All
and you nick his chips, and he's like quite happy with the portion amount until some woman starts nicking his chips.
Yeah. There's less guilt. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
We just did it over the weekend. He's like, "You want some fries?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good."
And he took his. Yeah, it's an international problem, Dave.
That's what marriage is all about, man.
Yeah, we actually just order our chips. That's what we do. We order our chips. We don't take chips from the people we love.
Yeah.
You know?
Listen, it's in the vows. Do you promise and swear to share your chips? Yes, I do.
Yeah. Did you I don't know if I told you the second wedding that me and Ali had, because we got married twice.
I know.
We had a tea sharing part of the ceremony. Did I tell you about that?
No, I love that.
Yeah, so when we were speaking to the celebrant, he was going he had a big hour-long interview with us so he could make this big speech about us. And it was quite a funny speech, actually. We must have told him far too much stuff because it was quite a funny speech. But then he said, well, there's lots of different traditional things you can do. You can do a thing with rope, or you could do a wine sharing thing. Yeah. You can share wine, and then we both went, well, what about tea? We can have a kettle, like a teapot, and loads of cups and saucers with biscuits on them and that. And then he was like, what? And it was like, yeah, we'll do the same thing we would with wine, but we'll do it with tea and it'd be great. So we had this sort of part of the ceremony where we drank each other's cup of tea. It's really cool.
That's so British. That's so British. Oi, let's put a kettle on and have a spot of tea.
And then when we finish, we can do one. So I mean, I don't know if this marriage is going to last, because I'm going to eat these Galaxy
the whole thing.
chocolate chunk cookies. So they're basically your chocolate chip things. But Galaxy's probably the best chocolate bar over here. That's controversial, but it's a really it's a very silky, creamy chocolate bar.
Okay.
The advert says it's the smoothest part of the day. Oh, sorry. Time out.
Go to the comments.
15-minute timer.
Yep.
Okay.
No.
I'll have to get used to that. That's right. What does MJ want? Why is she doing this? She can't cope with the speed of our conversation's too fast for her. What's going on?
Gareth,
hold on.
Gareth, comments or do one?
Go do one. That's great. Go do one.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing my head in. All right. Here we go. William says the last comment from Pax I got was her congratulating me for finishing my Read What You Bookmark challenge. Excellent. Yeah, I remember you doing that.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. And very typical of Pax. I'm celebrating a haunted hotel. Yeah, she would. She'd love that.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. So you're in a haunted hotel now. And if you are, tell us if you're alone or not, if there is a spirit with you. It's around late April. Oh, right. Yeah. So pretty up to the wire. Pax struck me as your book tube twin, Jess.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. So that was her past twin. There we go. Oh. In Scotland, it usually means getting into a fight. What does? Saying do one.
Go do one.
Well, yeah, well, it probably leads to a fight, because if that person doesn't do one, then all hell breaks loose.
Then you won.
Do you know what a Glasgow kiss is?
What?
A what?
Have you heard of a Glasgow kiss?
No.
That's a punch.
Right, so no, it's a headbutt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Glasgow is. I don't know if Jenny's going to agree, but it has a reputation of being a bit rough, and the Glasgow kiss is a headbutt.
Oh.
It's not a romantic thing. They don't headbutt each other romantically. It's not romantic. It's aggression. So yeah. Also, I'm talking about headbutting and lots of beautiful memories of Pax. Clearly, there's a shift in tone that's quite teasing me for turning a big 40. Jenny's not quite 40. A few months away. I'll still probably act like a kid. Oh, absolutely. Never grow old. I always say, well, I don't always say, but sometimes if one of my students who's like 17 is doing something really impressive, I say, oh, when I grow up, I want to be like you.
Nice.
I don't ever want to grow up. I'll turn 40 in January. Okay, cool. The 40s are cool. My favorite decade was the 30s, actually. Don't know about you guys. What was your favorite decade so far? Now you're 50. Yeah, that's good. What about you, Dave? You're 70s?
That's not nice. Go do one.
I'm the youngest one on this live stream. I mean,
You are. You are.
It's a standard joke. It's all good.
Yeah. No, I love the 80s. I got to say, I love the 80s, even when I was little. I mean, that was
when you were little. Yeah.
That was.
It was a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. Oh, Brian said he might have to sod off early.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Thanks for dropping in. And obviously, when you get really, really tired, do one. Oh yeah, try all these monkeys. In a healthy relationship, everything is split equally. Just remember to save us. Well, we've been married for a long time, so does that count as a healthy relationship? Does that make it unhealthy? I'm not supposed to eat this sort of thing.
You could just, you eat half of those, and you just explain to her that you saved her half of the diabetic cookies.
Oh, you're so filthy, MJ. Heidi's here. Hi, Heidi. Europe has better chocolate, so you're not missing anything. Our Cadbury's chocolate is amazing. It's got to be said.
Yes. Yes.
I had which one was it? Hershey's. It's got that vomit taste, which I'm not really sure why you guys want that. But most of us don't. Yeah, right. Okay, so it's not quite as popular as it seems like. They're in all the American shops. You get loads of them, and you just think, who eats this stuff? But clearly not that many people.
American icon.
Oh.
And do you know do you guys have Hershey Kisses over there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Hershey's Kisses. The idea was actually stolen. There's a lot of
Okay.
drama if you go back to it. I think it was Bots or something like that. It was like this little small candy company. And then somebody from Hershey's came in, saw it, tried it, and said, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it bigger and better, and basically shut it down. But there's a small confectionery that still makes the Bernie Bots or whatever. Anybody from like Eastern Pennsylvania will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there was like a little bit of drama with Hershey's.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apparently, there's a chemical in it that's the reason why it tastes like puke.
Probably.
I don't know what the chemical is, but it's not in Cadbury's. Just how it happens.
Listen, you guys outlaw Lucky Charms, so you know the Food and Drug Administration doesn't care about us.
Wait, what? They don't have Lucky Charms over there?
No.
You don't have Lucky Charms?
No.
I thought we did. We import it, don't we?
Maybe, but they sell it in the stores because the sugar content is so high.
I'm sure that Louis had it.
Well, you're gonna have to check.
Yeah, I have to. Hold on, he's on this chat. Hold on. I'm going to ask him. Do we have Lucky Charms?
Oh my god.
He knows. He's down with the kids. There you go. He's up. He'll answer. He'll either say, yeah, we do, brother, or he'll say, no, we don't, brother.
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 I love it. But yeah, I don't know who told me that, but yeah, somebody said Lucky Charms is just like, it's so bad for you. Like, no.
I reckon if I hadn't seen it in the shops, I wouldn't know what you were talking about. So I'm sure we do have it.
Okay.
Gonna
have to investigate.
Yeah. Deep fried Oreos. Yeah, you can get deep fried Oreos over here. Oh yeah. So he says, yeah, sometimes, but you need to get a mortgage to buy them.
There you go.
All right, he's saying something else, but
what about the cookie? Did you get permission for the cookie?
No, because to quote his message, "Mum's sleeping, brother." So it's a risk. It's a risk. Do I risk a heated discussion about whether I should have eaten them or not? They do look nice. They do look nice. I think it's probably worth it.
And there is video evidence, so
Yeah, they were on up on the mantelpiece for like days. I was leaving it for days, and I just saw them. I was like, So yeah, deep fried Oreo sounds tasty to Jenny. Mrs. Mystery Man.
Oh, hard no to the Gloria. Whoa.
Do not call me Gloria. Right, okay. I'm sorry, Lila. Lila, you are fantastic, and it's really cool that when Jim talks about you, it's just a lovely thing to hear him talk about you on the channel. So I apologise for calling you Gloria, and clearly your name is Lila. And if I ever forget again, I won't use Gloria. I'll say something like Susan or something. But I haven't forgotten yet. So Lila, it is, and welcome to the Lila.
That's great. You extended her that courtesy, Gareth.
Yeah, I will make an extra attempt to remember your name. Heidi says, my husband and I always make sure to order 2 totally different meals and then share both. Okay. Yeah. But that's consensual. That's not just randomly going, I'll have some of your chips. Isn't it? Yeah. That's like, I don't want chips. Oh, no, turns out I do. I was just going to nick some of yours. That's different from what Heidi's talking about. Heidi's like got a very open exchange deal going on that's like that dates back years. That wasn't even in the vows. It was just in their telepathic understanding that that's how they work, which is beautiful. Yeah. Heidi, you and your husband's relationship is very beautiful, and when I grow up, I want to be you.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow.
From my cold, dead hands. Jenny's gone all Charlton Heston. Horror Gardner, hello.
Hello, Horror Gardner.
Hey, Horror Gardner.
We can have a catch up in a minute on Harrow Mayhem, couldn't we? Fred, her name's actually Lila.
Lila.
Yeah.
Lila. Is my eye too long?
No.
Lila.
Lila.
I love the idea that someone just walked past and say, "Is my eye too long?" No, your eye's fine. Actually, you have beautiful eyes. If I'm ever on your show, we should get William on the show. I'll bring our locally made biscuit cookie made from the starch sent. Ooh.
Awesome.
Made from the starch center of palm trees.
Nice.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, wow! We can make everyone jealous.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Hi to Layla. Lila.
Uh-oh.
Lila.
Lila.
What's happened? Have you seen a dodgy comment somewhere?
No, another
I love
mystery man.
Oh.
Vows of the Star Trek Hotel.
There's a Star Trek hotel in Vegas.
I didn't know that.
That's a great idea.
I think we need a road trip.
Yeah. Everybody in costume.
Wow.
That'd
Brilliant.
be fun.
I'm going to look that up. Star Trek Hotel?
Wow.
I didn't know.
I wonder if the staff dresses up.
Probably.
Who wears the red shirt?
The ones that are about to be sunk.
That's a good question.
Right. The bad employees. The bad employees wear the red shirts. And then do you get little Vulcaneers? That'd be so cool.
Yeah. I think that's awesome. A Star Trek hotel in Vegas. The Glasgow Kiss and the Winnipeg Handshake.
What's a Winnipeg
handshake? The Winnipeg Handshake must be another violent thing, I guess. What would it be? Like
why does it have to be violent?
Yeah. Well, because he's linking it with the Glasgow Kiss, which is violent. I don't know. I'm assuming. Maybe Horror Gardner must be Canadian.
Winnipeg?
Welcome aboard, he says. That was when I said Glasgow is a bit rough. Jenny says that's optimistic. College is my favorite time. So that's at late teens. My faves are the Game of Thrones themed weddings. Like they forgot how most of those weddings ended.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to dress up in red. What?
So cool.
Did both of you guys watch the Game of Thrones series?
Yeah.
Religiously. I still have it. I still have the last season saved on my DVR. I'll go back and watch it once in a while.
Yeah, no, I love it. I loved it.
But do you know who I love the most on that show? Oh God, what's his name? Who's the uncle? The uncle that showed up in like the first 2 episodes and then he was gone and then he came back in like the last season, the last episode. He's a Stark. Oh.
Was it the guy that was got like a bandage around his eye?
Yeah, he was on the horse.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got loads in the book, isn't he? Like, there's loads more in the book.
I never read the book. Oh, I gotta Google it.
I think
loved him.
Because some people, I'm pretty sure some people, because I haven't read the books yet, but some people complained that his part wasn't as big in the show. I think Jenny's read the books. She might be able to tell us exactly. But Benjen Stark, that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Benjen.
Yeah.
When MJ, when you say you love the last season, you're not saying the whole last season, are you?
The whole last season?
Yeah.
Well, I know it's a controversy. I know that, but I enjoyed every single episode. Yeah.
Really?
There's things that I wish were different, but I accept what they gave me.
I really liked it, but I love the fact you said controversy. That was awesome. Where'd that come from?
My British friends.
That was well good. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I think it was really good. And I personally think that there's signposts all along that Daenerys is going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wish Arya was able to use her skills a little bit more. I mean, we spent so many seasons with her training for this, and then all of a sudden it's like, that's it. Like, that's what you got.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
It is what it is. I just loved appointment television, sitting down on a Sunday night and watching the episode. Yep.
Yeah, it was spectacular.
Mm.
And I've said to Dave that I've found I found most of them, and then I've rebought the first season of Battlestar Galactica. We're going to start watching that again.
Cool.
Yeah.
Together.
Now
And we're gonna talk about it.
the first season back in the 80s, the 70s. That
No.
one.
The first season of the new ones, the 2000 ones.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Did you watch
They
them?
were-
I watched the 70s ones. Starbuck. I had a crush on Starbuck for the longest time.
No, I was a big fan of it as well. But no, the new one's very different. It's very serious.
He's
Yeah,
in the
that's
new
awesome.
one.
Is
He's
he?
in the new one. Yeah, a different character,
Is he-
but he's in
Is
it.
he still around, Dirk Benedict? Is he still? Do we still have him?
Starbuck's not in the new one. You're thinking of Apollo.
I'm thinking of Apollo.
No, Dave's thinking of
Oh.
Apollo.
No, I don't think so.
I think Dirk Benedict
Yeah.
died.
I think Dirk Benedict's still around. You all right, Lou? Oh, someone's making a noise. It's either a really massive 6-foot cat or it's my son.
Oh no,
Hello?
he's still around. My God, he's
Yeah,
79 years old.
Go on, just quick wave. Gonna get an appearance from my son. Considering he's a musician, he's very shy. Hello.
Hello. Dave's ignoring.
Wait, no, I'm looking up. Hold on. Apollo?
Yeah, Apollo, the guy who played Apollo, because he tried to write a new version of Battlestar Galactica as well, and they didn't want to do it. And then, and he was trying to like legally claim the name. And then Ronald Moore wrote a new one. Yeah, he was really attached to it. He wanted to do his own thing. And then I think that's why he ended up being, because he was like a political figure, wasn't he, in the new one? He had quite a big story arc. But Dirk Benedict wasn't in it.
No, he's 79. We still have him.
Yeah, still Dirk Benedict's still around. He was in the UK Big Brother,
Oh, cool.
Celebrity Big Brother, a few years ago.
That's cool. I had a big girl crush on him.
Yeah, I was a big fan of him because I like the A-Team as well. So I was like watching Battlestar Galactica and the A-Team. Yeah, I was a big fan of him. But yeah, no, the new one's really worth seeing, MJ, if you get a chance. It's really good.
I have to watch it by myself.
Oh, really?
My husband doesn't do sci-fi. He doesn't do horror. He doesn't do any of it. That's why I have you guys.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So, well,
They just came back on Prime again. You know, it's
Did they?
I know. I was going to check that out because I
want to start
heard
now.
that.
We're about to start.
Oh, for you guys. Yeah. MJ, watch it on Prime.
Okay.
I think Louis' girlfriend's watching this. So if you're watching this, Sammy, hi. So we've got another UK person that's up late. So yeah, that's
Hello.
cool. Oh, she just said she's watching. Or he's just said she's watching. Make a comment, Sammy, so we can say hello properly. So Fred says a Star Trek hotel. Wow, I'll need to look at that. Yeah. Fred's got the uniform. Fred's got a very smart gold uniform.
Yes.
It's beautiful. My dad reverses diabetes. That's very cool. He's doing so much better. So being healthy pays off, but it's hard work. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that's cool. Well done to your dad. That is very impressive. Khaleesi and Khal Drogo.
Moon and stars.
Jason Momoa and Emilia Clarke are good friends, aren't they? It's really cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that. My dad met the team of Star Trek years ago and purchased their jacket. Oh, that's cool. Lucky Charms was like £9. Yeah, so I've got an additional comment from Louis about that. He says, this is like a bit of a British term as well. I'll have to explain what he means, but he says, we have a B-Tech version of Lucky Star Charms called Marshmallow Mateys. They're godlike. They're like £2.50 a box. So they're like if you want to treat yourself. So a BTEC version means like BTEC's. If you're really academic, you do A levels over here, right? So you do when you go to college, before you do a degree, you do A levels. But if you're not as academic, you do BTECs, right? So so sometimes people go, oh, that's a BTEC version of that thing because it's not quite as good or something like that. So there's a bit of a phrase for that. I teach BTEC.
Those
you got the same?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, we just looked up Marshmallow Mateys.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. So there we go. So there we are. So Fred said, no, Heidi says it's in the Hilton in Vegas. The entire first floor is Star Trek.
Wow.
Okay. That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's cool. Oh, yeah, so there we go. Here he says in the UK, they've got Marshmallow Mateys.
Lois Red Ripple. Aries the best. I love it.
Looks like the Star Trek Experience closed in 2008.
So we can't go?
Oh.
Well, there was a gathering in Birmingham, I think it was, on the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, and it was unbelievable. The people that they'd invited to this thing. It was like literally pretty much every single person of the main cast of the first 4 series. It was crazy, and I couldn't get the time off to go, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I'd love to have gone. Olive was there. Olive was remembering when she went. She had a great time. She had a great time with Spock. I'd love to meet the cast from Star Trek, 80s or 90s. That would be cool. But with Vin and Gareth. Yeah, let's do it. My wife does not like Star Trek. Yeah.
I met the real Scotty when I was a little girl.
Oh, really? James Doohan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I remember I had this like disorder when I was a kid. So I would watch all these old movies and TV shows. And then when I would see what they would look like now, I'm like, that's not that person. Like that's not who I know. So James Doohan got a little hefty, we should say. And I remember he shook my brother's hand, who's 5 years older than I am. And my brother told him he wanted to be an engineer. And he's like, oh, that's great. And then I'm like, are you Scotty? And he was the sweetest thing, but I was like in disbelief. I'm like, I don't know if that's him or not. But yeah. And then he signed a little autograph card for me with his name in the Star Trek show. It was cool. Yeah. And that was PBS. PBS put on a fundraiser. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I just watched an interview with him actually with DeForest Kelley and Walter Koenig from like the 80s, I think it was. 70s. They were just about to release, or they just signed up to the first film in this interview. And the interviewer guy, I think it's Tom Snyder, who's a big name over there, isn't he? And he asked James Doohan, how did he get the job? And he said in the interview he did for Star Trek, he did it in loads of different accents because his specialty was loads of accents. And they chose the Scottish accent because they thought it would work really well. But he like apparently has got loads and loads of accents he can do, and that's like his thing. So that's quite funny, isn't it?
That's the other thing I remember is that he wasn't really Scottish. And I'm like questioning, you know. Yeah, it's fake. He's a fraud. Yeah. So Lila's here again. Hello. No problem. That's cool. No apologies, Nessa. I just wanted to hear my name said on my bed. Lila. I like saying Lila's name. Lila.
Lila. That's a beautiful name. I think that's awesome. Lila. It's not that common either, is it, Lila?
No.
Lila's the name of Northern Lights main character, isn't it? The girl in Northern Lights.
I don't know.
And Philip Pullman. The Northern Lights, Amber, Spyglass, the Dark Materials trilogy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Lila, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Have you not read it yet? Have you never read it?
No.
Oh, you'd love it. You'd love it. It's awesome. Dave, Olive's just above you. If you're looking for Olive, she's just there. She's just there, mate. Just look like to your right. She's just there.
Try to stop her chair from moving. I need to get her like a new setup.
Fred says that he loves your Green Lantern deep T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wanted to wear like a green shirt tonight, so it's the only one I had.
I like it.
That's a good shout. Yeah, I've got Chiana on my.
Oh, nice, nice.
Cool.
We're gonna do that
I just
after
have-
Battlestar.
I just have fight evil, read books.
Oh,
That's brilliant. I love that. So Fred asked, "What's your favorite comic?" So I think probably I'm guessing the one with the biggest collection is Dave. So maybe Dave can start, and then we can talk about comics or
yeah.
graphic novels.
I have to clarify, Fred. If you're asking what is I don't know if you're asking my favorite superhero comic. My overall favorite comic is a horror comic series called Lock and Key that Joe Hill did.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I've got the first one, but I've never read it. Maybe I should read the first one before Horror Mayhem's over.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect for Horror Mayhem. It's like it's just so unique. It's just so different. I mean, I don't want to say like it's the greatest story on the planet, but it's just totally unique kind of tale.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, you should definitely read them.
Mm.
Yeah. What about you guys?
What about you, MJ? Did you read comics and that, or do you read now or graphic novels?
I read some comics when I was a kid, so it was kind of like my brother was huge into collecting comics. Like, do you remember Richie Rich? Comic books? Okay, so seriously, like a couple years ago, he just took all of these bins out of all these Richie Rich comics that he had from when he was a kid, like just stored at my parents' house. And I was more of a mutant X-Men, Super Friends type person, you know. So I would read like a Superman comic book, but then, you know, the super dog would be in there, you know, like kind of like an offshoot. So I have a Christmas catalog. It was like a special edition that I have since I was a kid that I'll page through every once in a while. And I just like all of these feelings just like start flooding. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember reading that when I was a kid. Just cool stuff. Like Wonder Woman was, you know, top notch for me when I was a kid. All that good stuff. But I didn't collect anything because that was my brother's gig. But I love looking at the ads on the back. Remember the ads on the back of comic books?
Yeah.
Like the cheesy ads to get like X-ray glasses and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you can always send away for those weird things.
It was just neat to read. I loved it.
Yeah.
Gareth, what's yours?
Well, you guys probably know Beano, don't you? You know the Beano?
No.
No? Dennis the Menace was like the main guy in that. You know Dennis the Menace?
We know Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, Dennis the Menace is blonde in USA, isn't he? But over here I don't know which one was first. I think it was the UK thing first. I'm not sure. But he's got black hair and a black dog called Nasher. But I used to buy the Beano, and there were lots of comics that were like the Beano over here as well. Like there was one called Whizzer and Chips, and the Dandy was another one. I used to buy those kind of things. So there was like lots of comic strips, you know, for kids, which I used to love. I remember I did buy Spider-Man, and I bought Iron Man for a while. And I've definitely, as an adult, I do read graphic novels and comic adaptations and stuff. You know, what's my favorite though? I recently said that my favorite graphic novel was Persepolis, which I thought was amazing. Yeah. Definitely recommend that. That was brilliant. But obviously that's very serious and adult. But I love Watchmen. And more. So yeah. And actually more than that, I like V for Vendetta more than that. So have you read V for Vendetta?
No, I just read From Hell, and that was a heck of a lot of fun. That was really good.
Yeah, I want to read that. Yeah. He's very. Alan Moore's very important.
Is that is the comic from? I don't know the From Hell comic. Is that connected to the thing?
No, it's about Jack the Ripper, like Jack the Ripper type of thing. It's Alan Moore has this huge. It's like I don't know 400 pages or something like that, but it goes all through London, all through the victims, and you know the killer and the killer's mind, and all these things that are happening, and then there's like. It gets weird at some points with like, I don't know, like portals or parallel universes or something like that, but it's good. It's good.
He did a lot of research, didn't he? Because I know he stopped writing for ages, so he could just do the research for that project.
Yeah.
Right. So hopefully that answers your question, Fred. Benjamin Stark. There we go. So that was your favorite.
Uncle Benjamin. Ooh, I loved him.
Heidi said, I saw Patrick Stewart at a Star Trek convention in the 90s. I bet that would have been awesome. And Patrick Stewart seems such a nice guy, didn't he? He was on stage, and she also met Walter Koenig at the comic book shop, but he was grumpy. Oh, grumpy Koenig. That's not good. He was also Bester in Babylon 5, an amazing character in Babylon 5. He was like one of the main villains in Babylon 5.
Yeah.
And the end of season 4, there's a big story arc that's just absolutely phenomenal when because he's got psychic abilities, and he like completely does this horrendous thing to the main people at Babylon 5. It's awesome, really good. Erie says the Star Trek USS Enterprise room exists in all its glory at the Itty Bitty Inn in Oregon.
Oh, road trip.
road trip. Yeah, I'd have to get a bus. Jenny says, I quite enjoyed watching the Battle of Winterfell. Yeah, taking bets on who would make it out. Longiana was awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Brian says, I want the Star Trek hotel experience based on that creepy Next Generation episode where aliens abduct you and perform unspeakable medical atrocities on you as you sleep. That was the one that was all about Deanna Troi, I think. I think it was Deanna Troi. I didn't like her episodes, though. I thought she was annoying. Here we go. Nathan's here.
Hey, Nathan.
Yeah, we asked Nathan to pop in, but he's at work, isn't he? I think he's at work now, isn't he? Yeah. So he's here in spirit, and MJ's doing her special effects.
It's not going to work.
Well, we're going to wait until you do it.
No, don't. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There.
Awesome. Says hi. There we go. So that is my future daughter-in-law. They're like a married couple with those two. They've been together for 4 years now. Sammy just said hello. I can hear him. He's definitely in the kitchen or something. Welcome to the asylum. Yeah. Her name was Lyra, not Lila. It's Lyra. Of course it was. That's why you were like, what are you on about? Yeah, Lyra. Damn. Imagine the waiver you'd have to sign to stay at that hotel. Yeah. William says V Vendetta is my favorite. I think it's an amazing film. Very brave film.
I've never seen it.
It's brilliant because it's genuinely anarchistic. It goes. It really like does what the graphic novel does. Neil watching, going, wow, I'm amazed that Hollywood let this happen. It's really good. Yeah. Have you seen it, Dave?
No, and I haven't read it either. I have it over there, but I haven't read it yet.
They're quite different. So it's definitely an adaptation of it. So because V Vendetta was set in the 80s and the film wasn't set in the 80s, so it's got a different feel to it, but it's definitely captured the spirit of it. So I think it's a good adaptation. It's fantastic.
Cool.
Some homework, maybe. We haven't set homework for ages, have we?
No, we didn't. But that Time Bandits show is going to be coming out. So
I know, very exciting.
I knew you would be.
Yeah, I know. I love that film. You don't even like the film much, do you? You crazy man.
Yeah, no, well, I mean it's all right.
It's a genius masterpiece. Jenny's talking about cartoons, Scottish cartoons, the Bruins. It's fun, especially if you're not Scottish. My English stepsister barely understood any of it. It was fun watching her try. Yeah, it's like written in the vernacular, I think. Did you have to stay in a wave report? Not at this hotel. That's a good question, mate. Maybe other hotels. Yeah. So David says, are you going to start a channel now that you've actually appeared on BookTube?
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting to a.
Yeah.
That was the last comment. It's put up in the comments, people.
Caught up.
I'm doing well.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's read
some poetry. Yeah, good.
Yeah, let's do some poetry.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like MJ is excited to read one.
Yeah, MJ's first.
So here's what I did is I pulled a lot of different poetry books that I have.
Yeah.
And I just went like this. And I landed on one and I'm like, ooh, this is a good one.
No.
Okay.
This is a book that I got. I think I got it last year around this time. And this is Women in Horror Poetry Collection, Volume 1, Under the Skin, edited by Lindy Ryan and Tony Miller. And I landed my page on one called Midnight Maelstrom. Okay. You ready? Do you want me to read?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is by Monique Snyman. A well of darkness deep, deep down. Poison leaches through, contaminating the inside. Painful memories return, unavoidable, all-consuming, clawing at thin bone, meant to protect gray matter. A trickle of destruction, drip, drip despondence. Toxicity spreads, infecting the mind. Problems intensify, overwhelm defeat, forcing the seal open until cracks form. A deluge of emotions, dig, desperation. Knife slices across, purifying the ache. Dark and powerful.
It is dark.
Yeah.
What was that called again?
It's called Midnight Maelstrom by Monique Snyman. And this is edited by Lindy Ryan. Lindy Ryan is a horror writer. She has a vampire novel that's coming out, I think, in a couple months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All
I think
right.
the vampire novel. The what? Oh, go ahead.
No, go on. No, talk about the vampire novel. Yeah, go on.
No, I was just going to say, it's a vampire novel called Bless Your Heart, and it takes place in the deep, deep South.
What was her name? Monique what?
Monique Snyman? S-Y, hold on. S-N-Y-M-A-N.
S-N-Y-M-A-N. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
All right.
Do you want to go next, Dave?
Me? Yeah, sure. I'll go next. So, all right. So one of the ones that I wanted to read was, so last year after I did my video about, I think I mentioned this in our chat, last year when I did my video about PAX, I had recalled a poem that I had seen the poet read on Instagram, but I couldn't remember the whole poem and I couldn't remember who the poet was. But I had remembered a piece of it because it was about how, you have different relationships with people for different lengths of time and not necessarily long strengths of time, but that they can all be significant regardless of how long those relationships are. And that's why I thought of it for her. So I felt bad that I didn't credit whoever it was at the time. So I found it. I found who it was. This is a poet. So her name is Whitney Hansen, and she's a really young poet that is really big on Instagram. And I think TikTok, I don't have TikTok, but I think on TikTok too. And that's how she kind of became famous, by reading her poems online. And so I found the whole poem. So I wanted to read that one. Since it had made me think of her. So like I said, this is from this volume. I think she got a couple books. This volume is called Home. And she doesn't, the individual poems don't have names, but it's broken into just a couple of sections. So this is in the section called Flying. So anyway, there's no name for it, but this is how it goes. Hopefully I'll get through it. I know now that this is how it works. You don't get to keep everyone in your life forever. There are some people that are just meant to be a sunrise for you, a light to pull you out of the darkness. There are friends, lovers, relationships that are seasonal. And no matter how deep a conversation you had with that person at 2 a.m., no matter how much you shared your heart, even if you can still draw the lines of their smile, like the map of a too familiar road, in the back of your mind, there almost always comes a time to move on, a time to let go. And regardless of the letting go, I just wanted you to know you're always going to feel a little bit like home to me. No matter how temporary, it is still beautiful that I got to call so many hearts my home. So that was the whole thing.
That's why I didn't wear mascara tonight.
Yeah, sorry.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, and I like. I've been reading a little more of this poet's stuff because, like I don't. I've said this before. Like I have difficult time with poetry. I know Pax loved it, but I always had I just have a tough time with it. But this is kind of like easy language poetry.
Yeah.
It's. So this was easy for me to read this stuff, and but I thought that one was anyway. That
beautiful.
I think poetry is about touching on something real, making you connect to the words, and I don't think it is about thesauruses. Do you know what I mean? Like some people treat poetry as a way of just flopping words onto a page that just like really ornate and sound lovely, but I think it's about something real. I think it's about saying something in the lines that makes someone go, yeah, I relate to that,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think when you study poetry at school, it's all like flowery language and it's not really connecting,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
That's what I think.
Loved it. Do you have one, Gareth?
Well, is it okay if I read one of mine?
Yeah.
I think we can let that go.
Because I thought it might be nice. There's some, because this is called Hard to Believe, and it's from the book Poems from a Dad to His Kids.
Mm.
So it's a really small book, but every single one of them is a different aspect of being a dad. So this is Hard to Believe. It's hard to believe that bundle of energy, those curious wide eyes, that endless smile, that devastated cry, those extremes that come with discovery. It's hard to believe it's the same you. It's hard to believe that source of surprise, that voice of inquiry, that tilted head of assessment, that boundless imagination, those extremes that come with discovery. It's hard to believe it's the same you. It is, it was, it will be, and I am forever.
Aww.
I love it. Hugs. Group hugs. Group hugs.
And I am forever in awe. That was the 2 words missed out. And I am forever in awe.
I love it. I love it.
That was great.
Group hugs.
Yeah.
So good.
I was on it. So my youngest is about. He needs a minute over there. My youngest is about to.
He's eating biscuits.
He's eating a cookie.
We're gonna take a biscuit break.
My youngest is about to go off to college, and so I was on it seems like I always end up like weeping when I go on these date nights with my wife, which is not good, but we're on a date night. We're sitting at the bar. I always end up crying at the bar, right? We're sitting at the bar and we're talking about her leaving, and I just started saying, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do without her, and I just like started crying at the bar because so I feel you, Gareth.
Yeah. It's that came about from looking at old photographs of them as little kids, and they're so different now, and it's just weird, and at times weird,
Yeah.
Right, let's get a couple of comments up.
And a biscuit break. Have a biscuit break.
I'm going to grab some other biscuits. I remember I've got some biscuits around the corner that I'm going to have, and I'm going to play safe and double check in the morning if I can eat them. But Nathan said a really lovely thing here. He said, I just want to say I feel so lucky to have met you all through BookTube. You all bring genuine joy to my life, and I'm so happy that PAX brought us close together. she truly brought people together. She absolutely did. We were saying this, me and Dave were saying this a little while ago, that we did communicate. Me and Dave did communicate before, but we became proper friends through us. And kind of the same for me and MJ in some ways, because, you know, just processing what happened with PAX. Definitely, you know, we did that together. So
yeah, she
did bring us together.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Nathan a lot when it happened as well on Instagram, and yeah, absolutely, definitely brought us together.
Yeah. I mean, I met Nathan through PAX, and that's like, I mean, I don't know if the word is cliche, but it sounds like, I don't know, a little hokey to say it, I guess, but it really was like she did so much of that, like connecting people and you know, not just being friends with you and her, but just connecting other people. She does so much of that in her life.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense that she did more of it even in her death, you know, that she caused great friendships like this. You know, with her passing. So it's just you know, what amazing impact that she had, you know, on people. It's just
there are no coincidences.
Yep.
Brian says trying to stay spoiler free. Yeah, group hug. Trying to stay spoiler free from hell. Did you puzzle out how a certain character might have actually survived to appear in that vision near the end?
No.
So this
I had the From Hell companion, which kind of helped with that, but there were some parts where I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, but it's still really good.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the biscuits that's around there. Hold on.
Okay. I remember I picked. What did he say?
It sounded like maybe he found some more biscuits or something.
Oh no!
I hear him like screaming over there.
He's a stash. So Pax used to make her own kombucha.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The one time she posted that video, and I was just getting to know her around the time, and I was absolutely mesmerized with how she did it. And I said to Pax, "I'm like, I drink kombucha." So we bonded over that, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So I made sure I brought kombucha tonight.
What is that you got there, Gareth?
Cookies, luxury.
So this box has 48 mini packs in them.
Wait, hold on. Spin the box around. It says luxury mini packs. Up a little more. Luxury mini. What is that? What you Brits just want to embellish everything.
Very nice. Very nice. What I love about it, there's an innocence in this, because my wife does worry about the diabetes thing, and she said she likes this box of biscuits because there's only 2 in each packet, so I'll eat less.
Well, you just have to have one packet.
She thinks I'm going to have 1 packet. I says, oh look, there's only 2 in there, so you'll eat less biscuits. It's a box full of 48 packets.
You're not supposed to have the whole box next to you, silly.
But we've made a deal. So she's having, what is she having? She's having the Viennese Wells, and we're sharing the chocolate chip ones. And I'm having the butterscotch crunch. And the best ones, where's the best ones? Oh my god, these ones. The golden oats crumbles. Come on.
Ooh, that sounds like
Wow.
a what do you call it? What's the cookie that I like? The McVitie's?
The hobnobs.
The hobnob. That sounds like a hobnob.
It's a bit crunchier than the hobnob. But it is kind of similar. And they're awesome. These are so good. I mean, you know, the whole box a few years ago, before I was told they had this weird the D thing, I would have eaten an entire box in about a couple of hours. But now I have to go slower. But yeah, these are awesome. Golden Hope crumbles.
Notice he didn't say he has to eat less. He just said he has to go slower.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Well, technically that does mean you eat less, doesn't it? Because at some point I'm gonna meet the Grim Reaper, and I would have eaten less, wouldn't I?
Okay, I'm breaking in with the news flash. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out, because how you guys do your like nutritional content is fun but bizarre, because they don't do serving size and calories or energy and all this other stuff. But listen to this. Gareth, listen, ready? You got to do this. It says, we'd love to hear from you. Contact Biscuiters on hello@border.co.uk or write to us. You can write and maybe they'll sponsor your show and send you free treats to try.
Oh, yeah.
These are made by Borders too. So you have Borders, I have Borders.
Yeah, but I would be one of hundreds of thousands of people writing go, hello, I like biscuits.
No, because nobody reads the back of the crap like I do. Nobody does it. They'll send you free stuff.
Is there a thing on this one? Oh no, it just says do one.
Go do one. But you should. I'll write it for you. Hello, my name is Gareth Howells. Hello. I have a fortnightly show, and we eat a lot of biscuits. Would you like to participate?
Yeah, it's got is this thing on, and you will become a successful biscuit company if you sponsor me.
Is this thing on? Go do one. Ooh, crumbly.
Come on. So you'll probably hear the crunch. Depends on how good the microphone is, but you should be able to hear the crunch.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's so right.
It's snappy.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
So listen, I don't want to jump ahead, but can I jump in and read, just because I know he's at work? Can I read one of Nathan's while he's here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
So Nathan has a book, Immortalized in Ink. So make sure everybody can see it. Okay. So I was going to read one out of here. This is not PAX related. But I thought everybody would appreciate this one. It's art related. It's about using hardship and pain basically in art. And so I really like this one. Nathan, if you want me to read if you think there's another one I should read, just put it in the chat. But this is what I'm going to read first. So this one is called Please Disturb. Please disturb me for artistic delight, as reveling in pain can reveal hidden light. I'll cast you in sunbeams so you'll live on forever, if you bring me discomfort to feed my endeavors. In disturbance, finding peace in catharsis, the joy of pain making adults from artists. Hence my request to disturb me at length. Become one of those in whom others find strength. Read me, I'm open, with an interesting title. View me, on show, though not naked, not frightful. Exposed and delighted to be here today, telling of things that the target can't say. Disturbed, yet still focused and madly involved, making up mysteries for our other lies to solve. Saving falsehoods and lives at the stroke of a key, living other paths and eras, though static, set free. Life gets in the way and yet informs inspiration, experiences borrowed, shared through imagination. Celebrate our trials, for through fires we ignite, disturbances for the benefit of artistic delight.
I love it.
I thought that was great, wasn't it? I thought that was awesome. I thought that was
brilliant.
Awesome.
That's so cool. Loved it.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've got one. So there's a really cool poet called Lem Sissay. Do you know Lem Sissay?
No.
No.
Can you see that? Lem Sissay.
Can see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try and get some biographic information about him. I've read quite a number of his stuff, and I think he's really, really good. So somewhere. One of the books I looked at had some biographical stuff, but it might not have been one of these. Yeah. I think that's what he looks like. But I'm reading this one, which is he's an English poet. Let there be peace. Let there be peace, so frowns fly away like albatross, and skeletons foxtrot from cupboards. So war correspondents become travel show presenters, and magpies bring back lost property, children, engagement rings, broken things. Let there be peace, so storms can go out to sea, to be angry and return to be calm. So the broken can rise and dance in the hospitals. Let the aged Ethiopian man in the grey block of flats peer through his window and see Aldis before him. So his thrilled, outstretched arms become frames for his dreams. Let there be peace. Let tears evaporate to form clouds, cleanse themselves, and fall into reservoirs of drinking water. Let harsh memories burst into fireworks that melt in the dark pupils of a child's eyes and disappear like shoals of darting silver fish. And let the waves reach the shore with a shh, shh.
I'm going to admit, for a second, I thought he was like having trouble, like saying the word.
I know, but I loved it.
Then I got it.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. That was great.
That was awesome.
What was the title again, Gareth?
So that was called Let There Be Peace. Let me just say.
I have one of my favorite books is Mary Oliver's Devotions. Do you guys like Mary Oliver?
Yeah, I know all the stuff. Yeah,
I love her. So I thought I would do the thing. Ooh, this sounds good. This might be a little long. Okay, this is called this.
What happened? You still there?
I'm here. I'm here. Are you here?
Yeah.
We can all hear you gulping.
Oh.
MJ was just getting into the zone, and then she hears gulp, gulp,
I don't know.
gulp.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the sound of crunching, isn't it? So I apologize for giving you a bigger palatal sound.
Okay, so I found my poem. All right. This is called Doesn't Every Poet Write a Poem About Unrequited Love? The flowers I wanted to bring you, wild and wet from the pale dunes, and still smelling of the summer night, and still holding a moment or two of the night's crickets. Humble prayer would have been so handsome in your hands, so happy I dare to say it in your hands, yet your smile would have been nowhere, and maybe you would have tossed them onto the ground, or maybe for tenderness you would have taken them into your house and given them water and put them in a dark corner out of reach. In matters of love of this kind, there are things we long to do but must not do. I would not want to see your smile diminished, and the flowers, anyway, are happy just where they are, on the pale dunes, above the cricket's humble nest, under the blue sky that loves us all.
I like it. What was the title?
Yeah, no.
It's Mary Oliver, and it's called Doesn't Every Poet Write a Poem About Unrequited Love?
They do. It's good. Gareth, you got to do the comments because Nathan has something that he wrote about Paxton there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I'll be there. Oh yeah, okay. Where are we? Oh yeah, so there we were. So Jenny says that sounds like me in my everyday life. I think that's to do with. I don't know what that's to do with. Nathan says Gareth, poetry is a genuine heart. Oh, thank you, Nathan. Jenny, I could just imagine Gareth looking at that box, declaring challenge accepted. Absolutely. Yeah. Right, Nathan, I tried to write a poem for David's tribute, but I couldn't finish it. Too many emotions. I'm off to watch play of hockey. We'll watch the rest in Rupert. Oh, thank you, Heidi. Is this thing on? I think, is he going to give us those lines? Yeah, okay. So this is Nathan's.
He's got a couple of comments you got to put together.
Yeah. Okay. Her absinthe heart intoxicates with warmwood warmth and vision. Intoxicating kindness always replicates, and her words heal with proactive precision. Her quicksand eyes, both dark and light. Her laughter, the layers we need in winter. She melts the memories of our coldest nights, blistering hearts with soul-piercing hot splinters. Yeah, that's those lines are fun. Yeah, lovely.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So Jenny says goodbye, Heidi. Brian's in the house.
What's up, Rage?
There's a rage on the page.
Rage of the biscuit.
Jenny says hi. Brian saying what we said earlier, that Jenny was fantastic in the live stream with Sean. Looking forward to seeing some stuff on your channel, Jenny.
Start channel. Start channel.
Yeah, definitely. No, we couldn't tell you were nervous. Yeah. Brian's saying we couldn't tell that. Neighbor says, I feel like Brian really needs a Rage Biscuit entrance theme.
Like a WrestleMania type thing. Like a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Lights.
Like Gonna Fly Now from Rocky. Dun, 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 dun,
he needs something heavier. He needs some, I don't know, maybe some Journey. Old school Journey.
Yeah, that's Brian's taste. Jenny's got another sub. Awesome. Oh, here we go. Back in Black. Yes. Dun, 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 dun.
Enter Sandman would be good too. That'd be good.
Yeah. You're muted, Dave. Dave, you're muted.
Microphone.
Sorry, the dogs were barking, so I had to mute.
That's okay.
So here's your sub reminder, everybody. If you're not yet subscribed to Jenny Parks, please go subscribe to her channel so she starts a BookTube channel. Or she starts the BookTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Talking of Metallica, I don't know if I said this, but the first time that we got married, the aisle music, the music that Ali walked up the aisle to was Nothing Else Matters. And I had to tell the register office to make sure you press stop, because otherwise the next song, Sad But True, on the album, it just wouldn't go well.
That's funny.
That was funny.
Jim has had to sign off. Thanks for this, guys.
Thanks, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
I mean, bye, Jim.
Bye, Jim. I'm terrible at doing. I don't know if you've noticed in my June on the Range video, but I'm not very good at doing an American accent.
It's funny when you do, though.
Y'all. I do. I think I got away with the initial howdy, but that's like literally 2 syllables. Here we go. Yeah, Dave. Lila. Goodbye, Lila. Lila says goodbye, Jenny. Jim doesn't. Ace of Spades by Motorhead. That's
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
And all of you in the newbie tag if it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you start the channel? Because they forced me to.
It's
That
just
would be
gonna,
brilliant, wouldn't it?
it's gonna be like an avalanche of love as soon as that goes up. Boom.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
gonna be
Well,
one
that's
of
the
those.
thing.
She's gonna be one of those ones that like in 48 hours gets 5,000 subscribers, and we're all gonna be like, "What the f?"
I was peer pressured into starting a booktube channel, so I did, and boom, 20,000 subscribers.
Right.
And then yeah, on the Sunday, you're going to do the small booktuber thing, innit, for Jenny, and say, yeah. Enter Rage Biscuit or Back in Biscuits.
Oh,
Yeah. I love that idea. Jenny says, thanks, Fred.
36.
Just got the notification. Now I'm at 36.
Woohoo.
36.
I gotta
Awesome.
make sure I'm subscribed. I'm going right now.
More than a third
Yeah.
of the way there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go have my
It's
kids
lit.
subscribe too.
Yeah, I've got 3 accounts. 1, 2,
Really?
3. Technically 4 accounts because I've got my teacher account, got my main one, I've got the Bemis one, and I've got the one I've used for putting up college students' work as well.
I don't think I'm subscribed to the Bemis one. What is the Bemis one?
What? That's Bemis UK. So
Yay.
just put in Bemis UK.
I'm ashamed. I'm sorry, man. I'm ashamed of myself.
I'm putting up a new bit of footage as well tomorrow, hopefully. I just put footage up there because obviously we know that YouTube is about communication and talking to people and with people and that sort of stuff. So the Bemis one hasn't got masses of subs because I just put material up there. But it's good if people do want to watch and if you're living in another country, you don't get to see us live. So
Okay, everyone, when you're subscribing to Jenny Parks, make sure you also subscribe to Bemis UK.
Yeah.
yes.
I can't believe I didn't know this. How did I not know this?
Some good stuff on there. You'll be singing the Jigsaw song tomorrow and you won't be able to get it out of your head.
Yeah,
It's fun.
there's a lot of stuff on here. Huh.
And the all right, hold on. So there's somebody called Reading This Life that's been putting comments on here. That's a bit weird. Who's that?
It's a
Yeah, so
magical
they've said
picture,
that
that
was
one.
a beautiful poem
Thank
that
you.
you read,
I didn't write it.
but you read it beautifully.
Thank you. I think I'm getting some thunderstorms, guys.
Really?
I'm hearing
Oh, really?
rumble. Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's something you ate.
No. What am I supposed to say? Go do one.
Or you do one,
Go do one.
sort of.
So you gotta say it like a sassy American. Go do one.
Go do one.
Go do one.
MJ's in 2 days of 1. How does he do that? Look forward to
Yeah.
MJ's reaction to my about section. Oh, here we go. Oh,
Oh, it's good.
Oh.
I gotta find your
Yeah.
channel. I type in Jenny Parks and I'm getting all these like different Asian accounts. What am I doing wrong?
you have to. The best because it's Jenny with a number at the end, so you have to just find a comment from Jenny on your own page and then click on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I don't know 8542 or something. I think because Jenny's an Android, so she's known as Jenny
8675309.
8542.
She's a, or she's an
Jenny
old man. Now she's an Android.
8675309. That's it.
Yeah.
That is
Oh no! There's my regular freeze up. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
here we go. He's frozen. So it looks like he's like doing some kind of like look how big my ears are thing moment. Oh, he's gone. Yeah. Oh my God! I said 8. I think did I actually say 8539?
and that's why I
That
said
was exactly right.
8675309. Huh?
I must have the most incredible memory. I think I might have said those numbers, and I was just going from. I was just saying it.
It's awesome.
That's shocked me. That has. Ralph.
Stranger
Well.
things have happened.
Ralph.
Ralph.
He don't care.
No.
Yeah.
He's a honey badger.
Because my son's back for a few days, and he doesn't see the dogs all the time now. The dogs are very excited that he's back, but
That's awesome.
I've probably already said that Chico's losing it a little bit. I think he might be going senile, and yeah, he was walking up and down, looking very confused, and Louis went, "He's going mental, isn't he?" Yeah,
Aw.
he's very
He's
sad.
like, you can have dog parents like you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the one to subscribe to, people. So
Okay.
Fred put it down. 8539.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Which also sounds like the species that beat the Borg in Voyager. Species. It might be species 8539. I don't know. That's my AI skills hacking into my mind. Very clever.
Subscribed, and I'm gonna get notifications too. Haha. Yep.
Yeah, Rage has spoken. Rage Biscuit has spoken. You've got to make a video. You have to make a video. I think it's important that you make a video tomorrow, Jenny. Even if it's a very quick hello, you could do you could say, "Hello, this is Jenny. If I go up to 50 subscribers, I'll do another video," and then that's it. There's like a quick 40-second video.
I like it.
Nathan's wife walked down the yard to highway to hell.
Nice.
That is brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah, love it. So there's no reappearance from Dave yet. I'm looking down at the guest thing to make sure that I don't I was taken out of a live stream once, and I was in the guest bit for ages because I didn't notice. So I'm trying to make sure I keep an eye on it.
I was backstage forever tonight. I texted you, and I'm like, hello, and you're like this.
There we
And
go.
I'm leaving. Nothing.
What I miss?
Letting me hang. We talked about you the whole time.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
We're just chatting.
I don't know. Every single time, I think it's around this time. It's usually right, like an hour, hour 45, 2 hours in, I crash. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I don't have a fancy new Mac like MJ. Mine is like
Mine's
6
not new.
years old.
Mine's not new. Mine's coming up on 3 years old.
Mine's like 6 or 7 years old. I need a new one.
if you notice, Greg, it's around the time that is the length of time that Greg and Al do their videos. So I think they've hacked into your computer to try and persuade you to do it the same period of time.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's Greg and Al. Cheeky.
Yep.
Cheeky bugger.
Yep.
Cheeky bugger.
Where are we?
So Fred says, yeah, species 8472. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, Prey. Yeah, that's a great episode. We're talking about Star Trek Voyager now. Oh, what's that? You're about to sing some a cappella. Was that like a tuning fork thing?
Flossie from the Grape Jelly Library just texted me.
Ah. Tell her that we said hi.
Because I get text notifications from my laptop.
Yeah.
It's a magical thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'll tell them you said hello.
Need to get a webcam. Oh, okay. So Jenny's going to do some sort of webcam show.
Well, that's like only fans type deal, isn't it?
I know. She's got very saucy all of a sudden. We're just wanting to book your newbie tag, maybe. You can go. You do what you want to do. You know.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Gareth's got a real fancy webcam for his OF.
Biscuit mode.
Biscuit mode. Oh yeah, that's when you can sense the biscuits as I eat them. It's like a biscuit-orama. You guys' weddings sound more fun than mine, which is very Catholic. Oh, so it's full of guilt. The priest looked like Robert Blake from Beretta, and he yelled at me. And my groomsmen, he yelled at you.
No.
But that sounds. To be honest, I won't go into it. But my first wedding, I was desperate to have another one because it was actually quite a disaster. There was loads of things that went wrong on my first wedding, and your laptop's singing to you. It's beautiful. It's a very simple tune, but it's a lovely tune though. Ding. But yeah, my wedding was well, kind of, well, I'll sum it up. Ruined by my family. Really, that sums it up. So I was really keen to have a second one, and then obviously we waited 30 years. And after I was in hospital, and Ali said to me she wanted to renew our vows after I came out of hospital. So that's what that was about.
So the 28th. Wait, so no, wait, your birthday is the 20th. Your anniversary is the 29th. Yeah. So that 29th, that's the anniversary of your second wedding, right?
No, that's the anniversary of my first one. The second one, we've forgotten when it was.
Oh gosh,
Lord! Why does that not surprise me?
We can work it out. We think it's October the 24th or something, but yeah, we definitely know the first one because it was the day after my birthday, so we definitely know that.
Actually,
why we did that?
That's the one you should celebrate, right? Definitely the first.
Yeah, that was when we were married. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The other one was a little. I mean, the second one was a perfect day, so it was a nice correction, if you like. It was perfect, so it was nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Fred says Floss from the Great Jenny Library is awesome. Yes, yeah. Floss is awesome. I enjoyed the video with you and her when you two went to a concert. Yeah, you go shopping sometimes together. Is that right?
We didn't go to a concert. We went book shopping. Yeah. We don't. We don't live far from each other, which is cool. Yeah, we were friends. Awesome. We were friends before BookTube, which is even more cool.
Yeah. I mentioned Jigsaw song. Nathan singing it. Awesome. Love it. That's gonna be my frame. Yeah.
Brian.
Earworm.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm reading ahead. Brian says he needs to call tonight. Have a good one. Didn't he say he was sodding off like an hour ago?
I think so. Yeah.
Have a good one. Yeah.
Thanks,
yeah, Brian, do one.
Do one, Brian.
Do one.
Don't do one.
Come on, Brian. Oh, that's awesome.
Hey,
Floss is here.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Brilliant.
I was just talking to you.
Really cool. Do you guys just thought? I don't know why. Hold on. Oh yeah. So Jenny says Floss. Whoop. Do you guys know the actor Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Venom.
Tom Hardy? He was Mad Max, wasn't he? And he's like, loads of things. And just like all this stuff of like do one and stuff like that. He likes playing hard men, doesn't he? But we were talking about, me and Lou earlier, we were talking about how great he is. He's a great actor, and he's great.
I hear he's a great person too.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
That speaks volumes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We saw a mental film tonight. So if you're curious, I'll try and describe the film. It's the most bizarre film. My mate at work said to me, "You've got to watch this film." And he started talking to me about it. And then he got all excited, showed me the trailer. And I thought, yeah, I need to see this. It was, I don't know if you'll be able to see it over there. It's called Sisu. And it's a Finnish film. So from Finland. It's in English. Although the main character doesn't say anything for the whole film. And it's a film. It's really, really violent. We just watched. We said to each other, we've just watched an hour and a half of just people getting killed. It's really, really violent. It's really gory. It's really funny as well. And it's and one of the taglines for the film is this is the most fun you'll have watching Nazis being killed. And basically it's set in 1944 at the end of the Second World War, and in Finland, and there's this old man that finds gold, and he gets really excited. It's a really, really old man with this like little dog, and basically these Nazis see that he's got gold and they're trying to get it off him, and it basically turns into Rambo because he's got to protect the gold. And it's completely mad. And they have to go through this minefield, and it's just so gory. And there's some mad bits that you just think, this is crazy. Like when the plane, there's a bit where the plane crashes, and he straps himself to the plane for the crashes. It's madness. But yeah, it's pretty unique, and it looks beautiful because it's like got this huge landscape that they're kind of chasing him on, where he found the gold. So yeah, and the lighting's incredible, but it's just an odd film, a very odd film, and extremely violent. Sisu it's called.
Sisu.
Does that sound
Yeah,
appealing?
how do you spell it?
Sisu. Yeah. Hold on. Jenny says, I've heard it's amazingly bonkers. It really is completely mad.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know what was going to happen, if I've spoiled something already, but if you just watched it without knowing what was going to happen, it looks like there's these Nazis that are going to be horrible to this old man, and they're like threatening to kill him, and you think, this is horrible. And then it suddenly turns, and the guy's just killing all these Nazis really violently, and he's just a frail old man. It's just hilarious.
Wow.
Huh.
And yeah, really odd, very odd. But yeah, there was another German film called Blood and Gold, or maybe that's a similar kind of thing. But yeah, it's definitely an action thing, and it's got some crazy set pieces in it. But yeah.
So I just watched this. I was actually just talking to Brian about it. I just watched what is one of the most unsettling films that I have ever seen in my life. But it's not crazy violent. So if you're into just disturbing and like getting like just tension worked up and being very unsettled, this is that movie. It's called The Coffee Table. And it's a movie from Spain.
Oh,
and I only watched it because I had read an article about it that said something to the effect of this will be one of the most unsettling things.
Yeah, was Ewan McGregor in it?
No.
Oh.
No. These were unknown actors. Very low budget thing. And you have to watch it in subtitles, which normally I'm not going to watch. I won't watch it. I'll go watch something else if it's going to be subtitles. But this is like, why are you laughing?
I watch subtitles for everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, just so you can understand the accents and stuff?
Just
Well,
so I can hear the words.
I'll do that too. Sometimes I'll flick those on just to help me, but I still want to watch them in English, But
some of my favorite films are subtitled films, so I definitely am well happy to watch subtitled films.
Yeah, so I mean, it depends. So like this one, I was really interested because I'd read the article, so I figured let me just try it. And the tempo, it's a very quiet film, so it wasn't like super action. It wasn't really fast or action packed. So I actually just forgot about the subtitles. I was reading them and forgot about it like in the first couple minutes. It didn't bother me. And but it's not very violent. I mean, there is, a horrific piece. But other than that, it's like just a psychological horror, it's all just like you can just vicariously feel the tension, and I can't tell you too much about it because it ruins it.
Yeah.
It's just,
is it those films that the least you know, the better kind of thing?
Yeah. It starts off, or the first scene is it starts off, there's this couple that a salesman is trying to sell them this coffee table, and it's your classic coffee table. Like the husband it's weird, right? So the husband is going to like it and the wife is going to hate it, probably in every single couple. This would be the case. It's like these two gold figures holding up this piece of glass, like I would think it's awesome. My wife would think it's the ugliest thing in the world. So that's what happens. So the two of them are fighting over this coffee table. Like she doesn't want it, he wants it, and the salesman's really pushing it. And so that coffee table is just the genesis of just changing their lives forever. And I can't say anything else besides that. If you want to see something really unsettling.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
But,
hey, talking about movies, not to interrupt, but I was voxering you, Gareth, about Francis Ford Coppola's new movie that they showed at Cannes.
Megopolis?
Is that it?
Yeah. Megopolis.
And I'll tell you what.
Megalopolis?
Megalopolis.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that, Dave?
I've heard. I haven't watched it.
Watch the preview. It's amazing. It's so good. So I don't know if this was a joke or not, but did he sell his, oh gosh, it's getting dark. Did he sell his winery so he can fund this film?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, I've had wine and it's really good. But I guess this is like his swan song project he always wanted to do. Did he want to do it for his wife?
I don't know.
Something with that. But Adam Driver is in it. There's a whole bunch of people, but watch the trailer on YouTube. He has, I don't know if this is legitimately his or not, but Francis Ford Coppola YouTube channel, he only has like 7,000 followers. I don't think it's him, but both trailers are on there. It's fantastic. You have to watch it.
Yeah, I've seen
the new
I've seen 2 trailers for it, so I might have seen the ones that you're talking about. But yeah, no, it looks really good. Yeah.
Sure.
The film that I was thinking of, it's got the only reason why, because it's such a domestic kind of title, Coffee Table, and I saw this trailer, and the main guy in it is Ewan McGregor, but then it's about his mother, who's played by Ellen Burstyn, right?
Oh, is that Couch?
Yeah, Mother Couch.
That's the one I sent you during the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that book I wanted to read.
Oh, actually, I think I saw it in the trailer because you sent it to me. Yeah. But yeah, it looks amazing. Yeah. No, I saw it in the cinema as well. Yeah, they showed the trailer for this when I saw Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because I remember moving to my wife and going, that looks good, doesn't it? You know, and it looks really good. Yeah.
None of my libraries have the book. I have no idea. I have to try and get it. Guys, you know what? I think I'm going to log off because we're getting some really nasty weather and it's like not far away. I'm seeing like lightning strikes and stuff. So I'm gonna bail out before it gets really, really bad. All right. Sorry to do this.
Stay safe.
I don't like having so much stuff on. I'm old school. I like to shut the power down and everything.
Yeah.
Because it'll be me that gets zapped. Do you know what I'm saying? All right. So
I've got an image of you with your hair up after a lightning strike. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to see that. That'd be horrible. But I love you guys, and thank you so much for having me on, and thanks you so much for the emotions tonight. I think you know what we set out to do, we've done. So, and thanks to everybody in the chat for hanging out with us. Right?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, it's been very special. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I got rumbles. All right, not that kind of rumble. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
So MJ, right? This is did any of you see Tom Hardy reading kids' books? Every mother and you. I have seen a bit of that. Yeah. I think he's a very popular man with the ladies as well, isn't he, Tom Hardy? But yeah, I think he's brilliant. What have you been reading then, Dave?
What have I been reading? I've been reading for Horror Mayhem. I've been reading Queen of the Cicadas. And, so this is my week 3. I'm reading Queen of the Cicadas and that other one. I don't have either of them here, but Another Kind of Devil. That was that indie author that had me. So those were the 2 that I was reading this week. So
what's the Queen of the Cicadas then?
So that's kind of hard to explain. So it's this. You kind of look at 2 different time periods. There's like a woman today that goes. I'm not at the end yet, so I don't know. But there's some weird connection, like with this woman that ends up at this. It's like was it a wedding or whatever? She ends up at this like farmhouse where there had been a murder there back in the 50s, and she's Mexican and she's begins exploring her own heritage by investigating this myth, or not a myth, but this history of a woman back in the 50s. Hi, sweetie. Of a woman back in the 50s that had come up from Mexico to Texas to work on this farm and just suffered some horrible abuse, just a horrible atrocity, and was murdered horribly. and so she's investigating that. So you see these two time periods. You see the woman back then and those people that abused her, and this woman today that's kind of, and her friend that are kind of investigating that. And there's like, you know, some Mexican divinity involved in all of this. You know, and so I don't want to spoil it, but it's a pretty creepy. It's pretty well written, actually. It's more well written than I expected, and I don't know why I expected less, but it's I actually can't remember who the author is, but Castro.
How old is it?
Castro.
Is it a new book?
Oh yeah, it's new. It's the last couple of years.
Right.
Castro is the author. Let me see here. It's
Oh, is it the one? Is she the one that wrote Mexican Gothic?
Maybe.
Sylvia something.
No, not
Castro.
Sylvia. Queen of the
Sea.
It's
no, I'm probably getting my.
Let me see. So it was published in. So this was published in 2021. Yeah, V. Castro. I don't know. Did she do?
Oh, No, I think Ollie's talked about V. Castro.
Goddess of Filth. She did a popular alien book.
Yeah, is that about the Vasquez?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably what I remember her name coming up. Yeah. Cool.
That's pretty good. What about you?
I've just finished Rosemary's Baby, actually.
Oh, okay. I haven't read
that. It was good. It wasn't brilliant. I didn't think it was good. And I found it interesting the fact that it had a little bit of a feminist kind of tinge to it. Oh. Not massively, but he also wrote the Stepford Wives, and that's definitely feminist, isn't it? The Stepford Wives. So clearly he had those kind of ideas, which is interesting, I think. But yeah, it wasn't as I expected it to be more full on, really. It was quite a soft, gentle horror, if you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one of those ones I gotta make time for it. I just haven't done it yet, but
yeah.
So I just jump I wanted to make sure I read at least one more of these poems before I should have done it before MJ jumped off, but there was one more that was important to me to read tonight. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nim, this is Nim's, and so she couldn't be here tonight, but I don't know who knows this or not, but so Nim is a poet. Nymeria is her channel, right? And so she had never published any of her poetry, and Pax really encouraged her to do it. And so she finally came out with this. This was Nymeria's first publication of her poetry. For anybody, I know you probably know this, Gareth, but for anybody that doesn't know, I Bleed Star Seeds. And then when Pax was getting sick, Nymeria put out a separate second book of her poetry. And as you can see,
it's very fun, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got Pax on the front, panic-inducing poetry, she called it. She's got Pax Publishing over here. Right. And so Nim was very close to Pax, and Nim only finally, moved forward and published her poetry because of Pax. Pax was the one that really pushed her to do it. Just like everything else, that's who Pax was. So there was Nymeria did a really cool thing with this, besides putting Pax's face on the cover, which is she bookended it with these two short poems that I want to read. And the first one is not really about Pax, but it's like a little tribute to Pax. It's called Welcome to the Panic Room. So anybody that's not familiar with Pax's channel, that's what she called it. She called it the Panic Room, right? She would say, "Welcome to the Panic Room." And so Nymeria uses that to talk about something else. So It's called Welcome to the Panic Room. Give me some space while I'm trying to breathe. Another panic attack has crept its way inside my psyche. Must be my imagination, but I think the walls are closing in on me. I'm trying to find a way back to that place of inner peace. It's just another day with a brain full of chronic anxiety. So that's what how what Pax was calling chronic anxiety, the panic room, which I thought was kind of cool. But
Yeah.
so but what I really wanted to read was her final poem in the book. And this is because so I think this poem like really kind of kind of made this comment before, but I think like BookTube is a lot of things that I did not expect it to be when I started. And one of the things is like, if you said to me at the time, you said, "Oh, well, there's this great community," I would have been like, "Community, really?" Like we're gonna talk about books, you know what I mean? But obviously that turned out to such an important aspect. And I think one of the wonderful thing about BookTube is that like it can be like whatever people need it to be. I think people come to BookTube for a lot of different reasons. A lot of people are looking for a community. They are looking for friends. They're looking for a sympathetic ear if they're having trouble, and it's kind of like a safe place. This is like a platform where it's easy to do that, even if you're an introvert or you're shy. It's like, it's a place where there's this thing that we all have in common that it's easy for us to all talk about together. And so people can come here and for all those different things. And it's an easy place to sit and chat and talk like we do, and I think, like Pax was like, right. She was like the epitome of all that, right? Like she really she furthered all the friendships and the spreading the kindness and really having that sympathetic ear for people that were having trouble, pushing people like Namiri to follow their passion, you know what I mean? Forcing them to have the courage to move forward. And this poem, the final poem in her book, I think just like encapsulated all that so perfectly. So it's called Queen in Green. I came to this virtual place, a little lost in time and space. I guess you could say I was looking for community, and the first time I found it was in a beautiful queen in green. Reached out to me in friendship from day one, brought so many of us together, and now we love you a ton. Sharing our love of the written word in poetry and horror, to know you has been one of my life's greatest honors. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. For the videos that you make that are such lovely art, for the smiles that you bring to all of our faces, for the love that you've brought to all of our heart spaces. So I want to make sure I read that one because I thought that was perfect.
No, well done, Dave. That was hard to read. Yeah.
So
no, it's that was a brilliant thing to read here. Yeah, now as part of the show because this is some time to read it. Yeah. When we first put up our reactions, I put up a poem and I didn't think of finding it for the show tonight, but yeah, I wrote a poem as a community post when I found out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jenny said, is the collection available? Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So it's panic-inducing poetry. Poems by Namiria. And her first one that Pax got her to do was I Bleed Star Seeds. poetic debaucheries. So
I'm pretty sure the second one she released to raise funds, didn't she?
yeah, she basically gave it away. Yeah,
Yeah.
Time. And so yeah, and you know, Mr. Morningstar was heavily involved in these too. Mr. Morningstar did the covers and helped Nim, you know, go through the publishing process. But
yeah.
But that was yep, that's kind of encapsulated who she was, you know. So that was good. So these Jenny, these are you know, Nymeria, her kind of poetry is like it's very raw. You know, she writes these poems that are like kind of like what Nathan's poem was talking about, that like kind of using the pain to develop the art. You know, Nymeria is very much like that. It's a lot of her personal raw experiences with things that she puts into her poetry. So so they're both like that. You know, they're kind of really, and that's what that, of course, that one was with Pax of you know, her experience with Pax that she was writing about there. So you know, it's a unique you know, it's a different kind of poetry. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Name
says Nim's poetry is genuinely special. Plus, she's a lovely person. Absolutely, yeah.
That she is. That she is. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
All
right.
What was it? I was gonna. Oh yeah.
Oh. No, go ahead. Go. What were you gonna say?
No. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I didn't read anything from the most important book on my table tonight. Voices of the City. Is it okay? Is it okay if I read something from this guy Gareth Howells that wrote Voices of the City? Can I read something quick from him?
Yeah.
Okay. I got these book darts, which are great. They're like the greatest placeholders. So so this one's called and I thought this was great for our significant others. This one's called Frances. She helps me when I'm helpless, calms me when I'm red, keeps me when I'm fluttering, soothes me when I've bled. She moves when I'm numb and breaks me when I'm strong. She pushes me to need her and strings me along. So, I love that one.
Yeah, all sorts going on there. Yeah, that was a bit of an experiment because I wanted to write poems about other people.
Yeah.
Because the first one was quite personal, and I thought it'd be nice to try and imagine lots of different people in these poems. So
yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. I say so. Jenny says she can't find them, so might be worth contacting Nim herself and seeing if that, you know, maybe Nim can direct her to them. Maybe, I don't know. But Nathan said you got PDFs that you can try and find, so that's all good.
Yeah.
But if they're available to buy, it's better than it to.
Yeah.
To do that.
They were. I'll find the links, Jenny, and send them to you. Yeah, I'll find the links for you. So I'm sorry. What were you saying, Gareth? You were about to. I think you were about to.
I was going to talk about Battlestar Galactica again. So should we make it a thing that we're going to do this? Because I think it'd be fun to. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, so you kind of want to.
Go on. Well, I was just thinking the first kind of bit of it was a two-parter, wasn't it? Like, was the first two episodes like together, and then yeah, so we could start off by just watching that and then talking about that.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were going to do it for anyone watching. We were going to do it as a separate thing, so we won't necessarily. We might mention it on this, but we're going to do it as a separate talk. So we thought that might be interesting because it's such a great series, and you know, it might be might be less complicated than doing a Lost one.
Yeah, for sure. So we were
But I don't know.
we thought we'd do it as like a watch along, so that anybody
Yeah.
wanted we were going to start at the beginning and rewatch it, and anybody that wanted to watch it along with us, and then we just have a separate. Not everybody here is interested in Battlestar Galactica, so we just have a separate set of episodes. The way Garrett does his he has his Twilight Zone series where he does like 6 episodes at a time, and which is like great. Like I love that series where he just does like 6 episodes, talks about those 6 at a time, and we thought we would maybe do that with Battlestar together, and then whoever is interested in Battlestar can pop in, and if anybody wants to watch along with us.
Yeah, it's quite nice actually. There's a few people that are saying on the Twilight Zone episodes, the videos, that they're actually watching it again, kind of like because I'm doing the videos again. That's made me want to watch it, or I'm looking out for it on TV or whatever. So that's quite cool.
Yeah.
That show has not aged at all, has it? It's fantastic. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that again. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
Yeah,
because it's not like I'm a Battlestar fan or anything.
I just think it was such a surprise as well, because they took something that was pretty light and turned it into this really, really dramatic series.
Yeah,
that was so intense sometimes, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they did such a phenomenal job with it. It was intense. It was very emotionally intense at stages. Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're kind of in agreement that we're not quite sure how we feel about the way it ended, right? But
yeah, I think the ending was disappointing, but only the last episode. I mean, I think I remember really looking forward to the last episode, expecting it to be brilliant because it had been brilliant for so long. But yeah, it was a little bit of we're going there, are we? Oh, what a shame,
yeah,
sort of thing. And I suppose there's hints of it, so it's not that weird, but it's just a shame that you had to go in that direction.
Yeah, it was a little weird, a little bit like Lost in that way.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, Lost got so wrapped up in itself, and then just went off on another tangent anyway. Don't know. Lost me at the end. But that doesn't have. My son-in-law, my daughter's husband, thinks the whole thing was perfect. So he loves Lost and doesn't think it went awry.
Yeah. Oh, Medium John Silver.
Oh yeah, brilliant. So he's been saying he likes the series.
That is on the list. Have you seen that, Gareth?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, The Prisoner is classic.
Did you like it?
Yeah. We were really excited to go to Port Miriam where it's filmed. And I bought some like mementos because like with the unicycle and stuff. And it was great going there. It's a beautiful place. And it still looks the same as it did in 1967. So that's kind of mad. But no, it's a really unique show. That is. I love The Prisoner. Yeah.
This is on my short list because when I learned about it, it sounds very much like my wife and I watched a show together, which is not usual that we like a show together, but we both like a show, but we did. It was called Persons Unknown. Have you seen that?
Oh, Persons Unknown.
Persons Unknown.
I thought you were going to say Persons of Interest.
No.
Persons Unknown.
That's with the Lost guy, right?
Yeah.
Persons Unknown, or do I have that backwards? But that was one of those shows that we were both addicted to. We were like binging that. Persons Unknown. Yeah. And so what that show was, it's called Persons Unknown. And there was two seasons, maybe one. I don't remember. Where these people all of a sudden are in a town that's empty. They just show up in this town. I think they each have a room in this like hotel. And what somebody's talking about?
Jenny just said that's when they wake up in an abandoned town.
They wake up in an abandoned town. And so there's like a group of them, like there's like 7 of them, right? And the only other sign of life in this town is across the street. there's a Chinese restaurant so that they can go over there and get food to eat. But that family only speaks Chinese, so they can't talk to them. They can't get any answers to any of their questions. They just go in there and then they bring them food, but they can't answer any questions because they don't speak the same language. And so it's this ghost town, and they're trying to figure out why they're there and what this. And it was like really addictive. And this prisoner sounds like a very similar thing. It is, right?
Well, he's been put in this town, and he doesn't know why.
Yeah.
And it's like a kind of a retirement home kind of place, but he keeps trying to escape, and they won't let him.
Yeah.
He kind of knows too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same type of thing. They can't get out of the town.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the one that we're watching From as well, aren't we? And they can't get out of town in From.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
You haven't watched From?
No, I need to watch it.
Yeah,
okay.
It's amazing.
It's
amazing.
Like
yeah. You'll love it. You'll love it because you love stuff like Lost, and there's definitely elements of Lost in there. Okay. But the guy that played Michael is the main guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen the ads, right?
Yeah. That's really good, and really, again, really intriguing, and you get little bits as you go along, and some of it's really frightening, and the characters are brilliant. It's very good. We've got some things going on.
Jess.
Yeah, Jess has had to go. So Jess says thanks for a wonderful tribute, poetry reading and seeing everyone. Yeah, no, absolutely. Agent 00 Ice, hello.
Oh, hey, Ice.
Our numbers just went up suddenly, actually, which is a bit weird. That's weird. All good. David says, I know your friendship was very special. Absolutely. Personal glad to know. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
As long as it has a good sound, that's something good. Absolutely. Yeah. Although it's funny because it's my birthday next week, and I've got to decide because the family are gonna go, what we're gonna eat.
Wait, is it your birthday next week?
Yes.
I hadn't heard.
I know. I'm going to be 24.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
24. Yeah. So because I can't. I was thinking I'd normally go for a Chinese, and there's these. Do you have these things over there, which is called a world buffet, where you can go there and you can get loads of where you can just pick from different types of meals in the same restaurant. Did you get that?
Oh, from different countries, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can take your plate up and you can grab a burger and then have some Indian curry and then some Chinese stuff all on the same plate. And then it's just you go up and take what you want. Eat what you want. Eat what you eat. What's the phrase? Eat. I can't remember, but you know what I mean. Just keep going up there and just getting food, So I was going to go to one of them because I love them. I think they're awesome. I end up only really getting Chinese food, but I love the fact you can keep going up. But then I really enjoyed the Indian I had last week. I don't know if you saw the Horror Mayhem vlog, and I said I'm in the Indian restaurant, Indian takeaway. I'm just about to get down. I really enjoyed it, and I think, God, I haven't had Indian for ages, so I might have that again. I don't know. You guys need to say in the comments if you love Chinese food, Indian food, or something entirely different. If it was your birthday, what would you do? Where would you eat? Where would you go? What would you do? And while we get there, I'll have a look to see. You are two very special. And no, thanks, Jess, for popping in and your lovely words. 24 with some VAT. Is that a reference to the show 24?
I'm assuming. But what's the VAT mean?
Oh no, that might be a reference to the price of the book. Don't know. Oh, all you can eat. All you can eat. Yeah, it is all you can eat. I was going to say that, and then I thought it sounded weird, but clearly not. Here we go. So William says an Indian. Good shout. So I'm going in that direction.
Man, I haven't had Indian for a while. I need to go get some Indian now. I'm getting hungry.
So that's my first happy birthday. So thanks, Floss. All food. Just don't ask me to share. Love it. So if somebody just nicked your chips, Jenny, didn't want to go, do you want chips? No, I won't get chips. And he just takes yours. What's your reaction? Oh, it was in reference to 24 plus VAT. That was my age. Yeah, a lot of VAT. I'm actually, what is it? 53. 53.
Be 53, man. You old fogey.
I know.
I'm about to turn 51.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, but that means you've gone past the 50. But when it's 50, you're like, oh, I'm only on the cusp of being old. 51, you're nearly 100, aren't you?
But do you nearly 100? Closer to 100 than 0, right? But listen, do you have this? I my whole life I've always thought of like 50s as like, okay, that's old, you know. Now I'm there, and I never stopped thinking of myself as like a kid. I still think of myself as like a young guy, like a young kid. But I still view 50s as old. You know what I mean? Like, do you have the same experience? Do you have the same experience?
Yeah. But I think it's a bloke thing. I don't know that women do the same thing, because women say that men don't grow old. They just they stay like kids, and I think it's true. We've got this sort of childlike wonder. Oh, life! Oh my god! And I do think that's a thing. I see it all the time with friends and that, and you know, women have always got that. I mean, I'd say I definitely know some women that don't relax very well. They always feel like they need to be doing stuff and fixing stuff, or you know, paying bills or whatever. And men seem to just avoid anything that is like adult. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think there's definitely some truth in that. I think. Yeah. Fork in the leg. Fork in the leg.
What's that mean? Is that a UK expression, idiom?
Fork in the leg would be what you put in your leg to wake yourself up, wouldn't it? Or to check that you're alive. Check you're alive, maybe. Check you're not dreaming.
Or maybe that's to say like you're done. You're like you're.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Medium John Silver says old age is whatever is 15 years beyond your current age.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good. 15 years beyond your current age. I agree.
I was recently, I was watching some old big guys from the 80s performing now. Have you seen Pat Benatar now?
No.
She's like 73.
Okay.
She sounds amazing. She sounds absolutely amazing. She sounds exactly the same as she did before.
Huh.
Yeah. Amazing. And I mean, I think Prue's that's a tough thing to do in it. Iron Maiden and that. I think he can still sing really well. But I think it's amazing. I'd love to be able to still be singing in my 70s. I'll be really pleased.
Yeah.
And that's at some point in the near future, really.
Hey, as long as you still look good, which I have no doubt you will, that's really all that matters, right? People forget if your voice starts to get a little scratchy. People forget that if you're still looking gorgeous.
Yeah, well, I've got grey hair now, but I used to have. I mean, teaching has done that. I've literally started going grey once I started teaching, so I blame it on the students.
Keep my hair short.
Food. That was when I said about fork in the leg.
Yeah.
Get off my chips. Yeah. Here we go. So it's all about the mandatory retirement age. Yeah, it makes sense. That when you get a bus pass, then you're too old. Here we go. Lost gave me one of those moments of TV I'll never forget. Okay. One of my top 3 TV moments.
Which moment
we
is
need to know what it is. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be one of 2 moments. It's either the moment when he found out about Locke's past.
Okay.
Remember at the hotel? Like episode 5 it was, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets chucked out the window, doesn't he? Remember?
Yeah. Spoilers.
or not Penny's boat.
You are obsessed with that scene. You really are. I mean, that was.
I remember going, oh my God.
I'm gonna say, like, I admit that was a good scene. I'm not sure I understand why you love it as much as you do. I feel like almost every episode you've mentioned Not Penny's Bucket.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. I love talking about that. I love the fact that when I watch every single Sunday, I watch Cliff's live stream,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
every single time he tells whoever he's talking to that they've got to read Robert McCammon's Swan Song and Boy's Life. Every single time, it's like he hasn't said it yet. There it is. I love it. It's really, I just love it. I think it's awesome.
Oh yeah, you just remind me. I got to go back and watch that. When you were when you did that live stream, that was you guys didn't care because you're on the other side of the ocean. That was Mother's Day in the U.S.
Ah,
Yeah, so I totally missed that whole thing. I was at my mother-in-law's house with my wife. I didn't see any of it. I had to go back
you
and
go,
watch.
come on, I want to get back. I want to watch. Live stream. Yeah, we had our Mother's Day a while back. We had our Mother's Day in March. Yeah, March the 20 something, I think. Tony Bennett was great up to the end. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he did well. Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of years.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, that sounds horrendous, doesn't it? 50. Jaffel is good. Yeah, must have had an easy paper round. I was sacked from my paper round. I couldn't. The guy that. So when I was a kid, I couldn't even keep a paper round. So the guy used to phone me up, and then just like got fed up of me not answering when he's phoning me up to say you should be at work, and he just put the phone. He'd ring me and then put the phone receiver next to the phone, knowing that I wouldn't wake up. And then I'd get there and go, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, that blah blah blah. I was only like 12, I don't know, but I couldn't keep a paper round when I was a kid. I've heard Dave is behind on his shows. He still needs to watch Daredevil season 1.
Yeah, so he's one of my hometown friends. They're always teasing me. I can never catch up on all the TV I need to watch.
So that's the Netflix Daredevil, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely
you like that
amazing. Yes, it's incredible. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah. I watched a few episodes with my wife, and then we just we got busy, didn't go any further, and I never got back to it. So you
must have watched, I think it's the second episode where he has to rescue that kid in that hallway. There's like a really long fight in the hallway. Yeah. That's amazing.
I remember that.
He's like, there's a little boy that he's trying to, like, it's been kidnapped or something. He's trying to get a little boy.
Yeah.
It's so good. Because there wasn't really, because shows like that, they were kind of clean fighting, and on that scene, I think just as he gets there, he's already like half exhausted or whatever, and he has to get through this corridor. It's just so well done. Really good.
Well, Ice, hold on. While Ice is here, I got to do this again. Hold on.
How you doing, Olive? Olive.
Oh, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I was just chatting to Olive.
Oh, you having a good chat? So, Ice is. I showed this in like 2 episodes ago, I think, but Ice missed that one, so I'm going to show it again. The Asian Ice is the one that got me this.
Oh wow!
Book Blather Dave.
Oh, that's amazing.
And you can see there's Olive.
Yeah.
Right there. There's my wine glass. Not that I drink a lot of wine or anything. There's my wine glass. And right there is my book. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Book, wine, and olive.
That's so good. That is so good.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's my glass. I normally, so you don't see that, but I don't wear it on the live stream. But like 3/4 of the day, this is what I look like.
Ah. That's so cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's not food, Bubs. You want another snacky snack? You're running out. You're running out.
um,
Are you gonna sing?
am I going
Ooh, I
some
think
songs
he
from
is.
Jumanji?
I think he is, Jenny. I think he is.
I tell you what, I really wish that live music worked on a live stream, but it sounds like it might be my phone, but it sounds like it's all underwater. It just doesn't transfer properly. It sounds awful. So yeah, it's a shame. But I've covered the Rainbow Connection a few times. I always sing halfway up the stairs when we sing in Bemis. We sing a song by Prince called Starfish and Coffee, and in the middle we sing the theme from Fraggle Rock, and halfway up the stairs in the middle of the song. That's great, and then we get everyone singing the theme from Fraggle Rock. Good fun. In the US, AARP starts sending you stuff at age 50. Wow, that means I'm officially old. Well, we both are.
Well, I didn't get anything from AARP yet.
Oh.
It's probably on the way.
Daredevil and Punisher were really good. Yeah. There was 2 seasons of Punisher, I think it was. Yeah, that was really good. The babe with the power. What power? They're doing the thing. Power of voodoo. Hoodoo. Favorite gift. Yeah. It's an amazing gift. Back to Labyrinth. Do what? Remind me of the babe. Oh, whoa, hold on. They just didn't do the last line.
Well, could look even cuter. She looks kind of cute there.
Yeah, I love that song. I ran a staff choir for a while, and it's really funny because I said, "Oh, let's do Rainbow Connection," and when we sang it, some of the staff would be in tears singing the song. It's such a beautiful song. You know the Rainbow Connection?
I don't know.
It's the one that Kermit sings on a log at the beginning of the Muppet movie, the first one.
Okay.
And it's been featured a lot in different projects they've done. It's written by Paul Williams, who did the Bugsy Malone soundtrack as well.
Okay.
And loads of Carpenter songs. He wrote what did he write? He wrote lots of Carpenter's hits. Yesterday Once More, I think he wrote. But yeah, really good songwriter.
So I should mention Agent Ice is also the one. I don't know if you saw it, but I did a recent video. It was called Hauling Lewis's Trunk, where I got a bunch of like graphic novels out of my friend's trunk.
Awesome.
That's him.
Oh, that's Lewis.
He's the one. Yeah, that's Lewis. Yep.
Oh, cool. I want to read some graphic novel stuff because I've got a pile of stuff I want to get through, and I'm we're always juggling what to read, aren't we? And that's definitely something I need to read. I want to tick the box on the bingo card for a start. But yeah, I want to read Lock and Key now. I've got it. Yeah, I bought the first issue.
You definitely. I think after you read that first issue, you'll be hooked. Give it a try. You'll like it.
Yeah.
It's Joe Hill. I mean, have you read anything by Joe Hill?
Yeah, I've read Heart Shaped Box and a graphic novel called Dying is Easy.
Oh, Dying.
Yeah, it's about a comedian, which is quite good, and the artwork's really good.
I haven't heard of that one. Was Heart Shaped Box good?
Yes, yeah, really good. Yeah, really.
All right.
Quite what's the word? Does this mean like it's quite forceful in the way that it delivered the story? It was quite like full on.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? It wasn't like a cozy read. It was quite like grabbed you by you by yeah, it was really cool.
By your toes, grabs you by your toes.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. It made me want to read more by him. Definitely. I've got Nosferatu to read, but I haven't read that yet.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a really good book.
Yeah,
it's a little bit long, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I've got Halloween in mind on the channel wise. I want to be able to recommend a few books for Halloween in September. So I've got some things I want to read. I want to read one of the things I've had for a while that I haven't read yet, but I've seen the film. I want to read the book version of Let the Right One In.
Yes, me too. You want Buddy read it?
Yeah, yeah. I definitely want to. I definitely want to read that like in August or September, something like that.
August, Garb August. You gonna read other stuff?
Yeah, I
in
know.
August?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to do a few months of science fiction in the next little while, so
Okay.
you know.
We got to add that. I don't even know. Our Buddy read list is getting kind of long, but
It is. It is. Yeah. But I think we should definitely do Cage of Souls first.
Okay.
I've done an Adrian Tchaikovsky video, and I do talk about us Buddy reading that. But I've got a bunch of others that I hold up that I haven't read as well. So yeah, I definitely want to get through some Adrian Tchaikovsky. How many Tchaikovsky stuff have you read?
I've read The Three Children of Time, and I read Doors of Eden. That's it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I've read the first two Children of Time books. Dogs of War, which is really good.
Okay.
And two shorter ones like Elder Race and another one.
Yeah, I wanted to read those shorter ones. Like, what's it like? Expert System or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I wanted to read those shorter ones because I'm always a fan of short books, and so if Tchaikovsky's got some short ones, I don't have them yet. So yeah, I want to read those. Oh wait! Oh no, go ahead.
No. I've actually got to. Shame you can't do the comments because I've got to disappear for a minute and come back again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
I can still talk.
Oh yeah.
We're probably gonna have to switch off. We both need to go check on the other room. You know what I mean? So I'll just read these. He'll read them again when he comes back. Chilly Down is my fave Jim Henson song. I probably know that one, but I can't place it right now. Random age thresholds. You must be 45 to be elected president of Singapore. I think that's the U.S. too. I think that's the age, 45, 40 or 45 in the U.S. to be president. And Canadian senators must retire at 75. There should be a retirement age, right? For senators and for driver's license, I always thought, because like the most dangerous people on the road are not these 18-year-olds. It's the really old ladies. You know, like I don't know. I feel like you get to a certain age. That might be controversial, but you get to a certain age, I think you got to start taking the test again because they're dangerous. Hey, come on now. Come on. Hey, we talked about that. Come on. Some of them are dangerous. I mean, Agent Ice. I've watched the video a few times. Which one are you talking about, Lewis? I don't know which one you mean. Nathan, my lost moment. Would you please? I can't mute it. I'm the only one on here. You got to calm down, man. You got to calm down. Oh, that's oh, okay. Yeah. Somebody else just got home. So this house is very busy. The lost moment was when Charlie was. Hey, that's just Charlie was being hung. I was at uni in a room full of friends, and we all stood up and started screaming at the screen. Oh, here he is. I jumped ahead a couple, but you'll have to read them the same. Jenny was talking about Jenny Chilly Down. I read that. So I had to. I don't think you did a good job, Gareth. I got to go check the room. I don't think you did a good job checking it. So.
Yeah, you check the room. Yeah, make sure that it's all good.
Yeah.
Random age thresholds. You must be 45 to be elected president of Singapore. Canadian senators must retire. So I love that. Watched the video a few times. Which one is that? Don't know. My lost moment. Oh no. Oh well. Hopefully Dave's seen this. when Charlie was being hung. It was at uni in a room full of friends, and we all stood up and started screaming at the screen. So that's a spoiler. So yeah, we can all Penny's boat. That was Charlie. Not Penny's boat. Julie Down is the fire. Yeah. Oh. So maybe Dave didn't know what you meant. Yeah. No, I remember that. I mean, I've seen that film. God knows how many times. Countless times. Love it so much. Olive. She's wagging her tail. I think Dave's back. The Haunting. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Your books. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, of course. I made because I've been doing this library tour thing. I've made a video of my graphic novels, and then I've actually thought, no, I'm going to do a new one because I've had so many recent ones. So I've got to film a video of going through the graphic novels I've got. So that'll be fun. I need to do that. But you've got you've got like loads of shelves of graphic novels, haven't you, Dave?
Me? Oh yeah.
I haven't got as much as that.
I have more comics than I have a lot of single issue comics, so I have more comics than graphic novels, but I got a fair bit of graphic novels. Are you so you more I missed what you guys were talking about, but are you more do you like superhero comics or no, not really?
I did when I was a kid, but I think now I'm kind of a bit of a dabbler. So I do genuinely like the sort of, I don't know, postmodern Alan Moore type stuff, but I don't read enough of it to get a grip on it. I was thinking of reading some of the things like Long Halloween and some of the really famous Batman ones, and looking at that, but I haven't really delved too much. I feel like it's quite a massive area that if you're going to really get into it, you end up spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds just to catch up with it.
But I mean, a lot of them start. I mean, well, there's a lot of original graphic novels that you can that's a self-isolated story,
Yeah.
But also a lot of these, they've restarted them, and so you just got to Google it and see where a good start point is. You don't have to go all the way to the beginning,
Yeah.
All these superhero stories, they reach stopping points, or the hero dies, or everybody's died at some point. Some of them multiple times, and they just constantly starting them over, with a new.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's plenty of places. You don't have to read that many to get up to speed.
I like the form of the graphic novel. Did you ever see the video I did of one called Day Tripper?
I think I did see that one, and I have that one. I haven't read it yet.
Oh, you got to read it. It just blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. I think it's a beautiful book, and it really makes you. I tell you what, it was that book that once I read it, I immediately started writing a couple of poems for my kids. It really made me think about life and how much I loved them and all that sort of stuff. And then that led me to that book.
He's the writer, right? And he forgets each day, and right, basically.
It's really weird the way it's done. So there's lots of different stories, and each of them are him at different ages, and he dies at the end of each story.
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting kind of way of telling a story.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was only going to say it just keeps reinforcing the idea of living every day as if you're your last, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Really clever.
That one won some awards, I think. Day Tripper.
Yes, it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's good, and it really deserved them. It's just so good. So things like that makes me go, oh yeah, amazing. And obviously the artwork's always good. But yeah, I think I'm always looking for that kind of one-off thing, that one-off story, or and Nathan says, didn't know that Rainbow Connection was by the same guy. Yeah, Paul Williams. Yeah. I played Fat Sam in high school. If I didn't know, I wouldn't been all of padding. Do you like Bugsy Malone, Dave?
No, don't know it.
Never seen it.
Nope.
It's a musical where all the characters are played by kids. Does that ring a bell? Yeah, it's a great film.
Yeah, no.
It's very popular over here for schools to do it. I think it's because it was played by kids in the film. I think that's why schools like doing it. But it's like a gangster thing, you know. But yeah, it's a good film. Great songs. Yeah, Kingdom Come. Yeah, no, I've heard a lot about that. I haven't read that yet. Yeah.
I haven't either.
I like Dark Knight Returns. I like Killing Joke. You know, I've read some, but I don't own that much. But Kingdom Come is definitely one I know about.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it's so well written that anyone could pick it up, read it, and understand it and enjoy it. Yeah. Have you got that one, Kingdom Come?
I don't have that one.
Yeah, that's one of the ones with lots of different DC characters in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it like a sort of equivalent of Civil War, like Marvel's Civil War? Is it that kind of like cast of characters?
No, I think Kingdom Come deals with when like the major superheroes are getting like old, you know.
Right.
And so
right.
You okay? She needs some water. It's hot. So I think that was like deal with them aging and getting old, and I think that was kind of the theme, you know, with if they were like kind of too old to, I don't know, maybe Lewis can tell us. Lewis is like freaking comic expert, knows everything, so he can fill us in.
Yeah. I mean, I often go into the comic stores, the comic book shops, looking for the cartoonist stuff, you know, because I collect all that sort of thing. So I might look through the graphic novels, hoping to be tempted by something, and then I was like, "Oh, look at that!" And it'll be some cartoonist didn't know just put out a new book, something like that, you know. Yeah. So I'll be diverted, you know. Kingdom Come takes place in the future with most of the big heroes retired or aging. Yeah, like you said. So dealing with that, I like that. So dealing with the concept of what happens when they're at that side of their life, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's cool. I think have you read Junji Ito?
Yes. I like Junji Ito. So for those that don't know, Junji Ito is horror manga. So I read Ramina, which was kind of like strange sort of sci-fi story. And then I read a couple of collections, Tombs, which was good. What was the other one? Smashed, maybe? Let me see. Yeah, Ramina, Tombs, Smashed. I have a few more on the shelf that I still have to read, called Love Sickness, which is another collection. Censor, which I think is one story, and Zumaki. Those are the ones I have over there. Well, what have you read, Jenny? I'm assuming you read some, if you're asking the question.
Yeah. Also, I've heard a lot about Death Note as well. Like, my son's really into Death Note.
Yeah, I want to read that. That looks good.
He's told me the concept, and it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And apparently, it's tons of it. It's really long.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah. Kingdom Come was written by Mark Wade, whom I've met, and a super awesome guy. That's cool. And here we go.
Who's a Mark and Tomy still haven't got. Oh, I haven't read them yet.
Haven't read them yet.
Yeah, well, I've enjoyed the ones I've read, Jenny. I would say that I wouldn't say any of them are phenomenal, but they're all good. They're all enjoyable, and there's some like it's nice seeing the stuff in graphic form, so you get like the creepy imagery, for some of these stories. Some of the stories are better than most of it's short stories. It's a collection of stories. So some of them are better than others, but yeah, it's definitely worth. Have you read any? Have you read any? You're not really a manga guy, are you, Gareth?
No, I'm intrigued. I always want to know about them, but I don't really get sold on the artwork, so I don't usually the artwork is the thing that pulls you in, doesn't it? And I haven't really don't know. That hasn't really hit me yet, but it might do.
Ollie got me into it, and so I tried a few besides Junji Ito, which is the horror stuff, but I tried like One Piece, which is like huge, and
yeah.
Spy
Yeah.
Family, and I really like them. I really like them. So I'm going to keep reading the manga because I think it's fun.
It's mega popular, isn't it? I mean, it's taken over a lot of
Yeah.
the comic shops around in England.
Oh my
and that.
God! Down here, like if you like the closest Barnes and Noble moved, but this other like really big Barnes and Noble, like one of the next closest ones to us. If you walk in there, the manga section is it's a big Barnes and Noble. The manga section is ridiculous. It's 3 times the size as the like normal comic section, graphic novels.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's like numerous rows of manga. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think your Barnes and Noble was like, we got Foyles that's massive in London, and they've got a big graphic novel comic area, and yeah, a huge part of that, I'd say probably 2/3 of it is manga and Japanese graphic novel. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So Medium John Silver says Death Note's awesome. Stayed up till 4 a.m. reading the final volume. Nice. Nathan says police are here again. Saturn Jabba. Oh wow. Thanks guys. I've laughed, cried, and had a good time.
Thanks,
yeah, it's been a roller coaster, this one, because for all the right reasons. You know, we've touched on some important things. Alice in Borderland. I've heard about that. Is that manga? Alice in Borderland.
I don't know.
That's cool. The garage open. Oh, nice one. Hello, mate. Thanks for popping in. So I think my connection to the Garage Poets open mic is Matt Wall. I think we both watched Matt Wall. I think so. Apologise if that's completely mad. But yeah, I think so. So that's nice to see you, man. Yeah. That's illegal if you get caught.
Jenny, he is the police, Jenny.
Manga, anime, and a Netflix show. Yeah, there's loads and loads of Alice in Borderland. Yeah, Alice in Borderland is a Netflix show, isn't it? Because I had a whole list of stuff I wanted to watch on Netflix. I haven't watched any of it, and we lost Netflix for a while, and we got it back again. So I need to have a look at what's out there. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, we were joined together from Matt Wall, and Matt's gonna be on the channel soon. So yeah, I'm really I can't wait to have Matt talk about his favorite films, because he's a filmmaker himself as well. So that's going to be an interesting one. And obviously he's a big personality, and I don't know if you know, but one of the stories in here, one of the poems in here is called Matt. And that's Matt Wall.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know what page number it is, but the one called Matt is me basically describing Matt ranting at the people outside his, like in his street from his window, because that's what he kept doing in his early videos. He used to just so I thought it was funny. Matt, no, yeah, page 89. Yeah, that's about Matt Wall.
Oh, Gareth, your pages are off in the table of contents.
Oh, are they?
Matt's actually on page 90. You must have done it. You did an edit to this, didn't you?
I must have done, and then not. Wow.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What an amateur. But I sent them before I published this. I sent the poem to Matt and said, "Do you mind me including it? Do you like it?" And he sent a message back saying, "No, I love it. Yeah, include it." So he thought it was funny. It's the only time there's swearing. That's the only time there's swearing in the book.
I was gonna say, there's the F-bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna bookmark that. Read the rest of it later.
Yeah. Hey, it's Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Silver Foxes.
Silver Fox in the house.
We've got a lovely chat on Voxer, just me, Dave, and Joe. It's really nice, and we sort of, catch up most days, and it's just very cool. So nice to see you, Joe.
We are the Silver Foxes because
The Silver
we're all
Foxes.
Silver Foxes. So,
Brilliant.
how we roll.
Yeah, Matt has a poem called "For Jeff," which is me. That's brilliant. Yeah,
Oh,
Matt's a good guy. So yeah, it's good that it's great. He got to 2,000 subs recently, didn't he? Which is really good.
who's that?
Matt Wall.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to take you. There's all the Girl Scout cookies. Did you see Joe's Girl Scout cookie? Joe and Mary's Girl Scout cookie tag. So
Yeah.
it's like Mary was in control of most of the cookies, but every time Joe, one of the boxes of cookies was his, Mary's limiting him to one cookie a box, and every time he had a box, he had like multiple cookies. I see him. He had those like lemon cookies that he loved, and he kept. I think nobody like would see him. Like he kept sneaking an extra lemon. He ate Mary's cookie that he was sneaking extra the box.
Brilliant.
I think it was the lemon cookies. I think that's the one he loved, which means I need another cookie here.
Yeah, really sweet. I need to do so Joe and Mary tagged me in the library tag. And just a spoiler, I hope you love this idea because I can't wait to do it. On next week I'm off work and I'm going to go to the library, to the main library, because we got about 5 libraries in Portsmouth. We've got one really big one, and I'm going to go in there. I'm going to do the tag by whispering it really close to the camera. So yeah, I'm going to try and do it like as early as I can in the day so that I'm not too embarrassed. But that should be a lot of fun. Joe said he's dying. Have you read The Dead and the Desperate by Dan Denton? No, I don't know that. Just ordered it. Can't wait to tear into it. That's cool. I have to look it up. The Dead and the Desperate. Is that a poetry book? Let us know. In a good way or a bad way? Don't know. Yeah, library. Yeah, the library tag. It's a great tag, but I've been waiting to do it in a library, so that should be a lot of fun. And I'll just, it'll be clearly like when I was trying to do a stupid American accent in my June on the Range video today. It will be me trying to successfully do a video while whispering it. Okay, so novel. So go back to what it was called, The Dead and the Desperate. It's a blue collar novel. Cool. I will look it up. So you're Jeff then. So if Matt wrote you a poem called For Jeff, I should call you Jeff. So that's awesome. It's better to know the real names, isn't it? Okay.
Oh, you caught up again? Oh, almost.
Yeah. Love it when you do American. Yeah. I just shouldn't do a whole sentence. Just do it like a howdy. Was that works, but a whole sentence, nah. Did you ever do that? Find out book tags? Oh yeah, I like that. I've seen a few booktubers do that. Have you done one of those, Dave? That's a really nice tag. I am more likely to do it now because I've got 2 bookcases. I had one bookcase. I had so many books in the loft that it would make more sense to do it in the loft, which would be ridiculous. So now I've got 2 bookcases. I could do that, and I could film it in the summer. So yeah, I could do that. It's a nice tag when you do that. Do you ever watch? Because that's the sort of tag that's done by Emily Fox. Do you ever watch Emily Fox?
Yeah.
I think she's a good channel, and I've stopped watching her lately, but I used to watch her loads, and that's the sort of thing she does, isn't it? And sometimes it's quite fun. She does like that sort of like, why haven't I finished this book yet kind of videos, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, as Jeff said, it's published by Roadside Press. That's an indie publisher, isn't it? Roadside Press.
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Mm.
Not,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So what have you got coming up on your channel, Dave? Have you got anything planned or anything filmed?
Oh God, I'm behind. I don't queue them all up like you do. I need to start doing that. But no, I mean our next one is just the our week 3 wrap up, and then our week 3 horror mayhem wrap up.
Yeah.
And then we got to do some tags. There's like all these tags. You know, I used to be anti-tag, not anti-tag, but we never did tags. And now, like, growing on the tags, it seems people seem to like the tags. So
Yeah.
I'm committed to doing more tags, but I just have to. There's a bunch I got to catch up on. You know, I just haven't done. I think somebody else tagged us today. I think Nicole tagged us today and something else. I don't even know what.
I've been tagged in about 4 or 5 tags, and to be fair, one of them I definitely would find it hard to do. I can't remember which one it is. Oh, I know which one it is. It's the oh god, I almost had it. It's a really recent one. I did the Memento Mori one, which I thought I'd find hard, but I did that one. Oh, I think book time with Pat. Is it book time with Pat? Pat tagged me in something that was
Book chat with Pat.
Yeah, it's like a. It's not. Oh, what was it? I can't remember what she tagged me in. But yeah, I can't always do them. I think some of them I find quite hard. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to pick for that one sort of thing.
Yeah, some of them.
But yeah, and Al tags me quite a lot. But I do find them hard sometimes. But I can't remember what I've been tagged in.
The Isaac Newton tag. That sounds like one I would like.
That's the one I was tagged in. Or was it? No, I wasn't tagged in that, but I did look interesting. Yeah, that looked good. Yeah, so that's Jenny just talking about that. Yeah. There's some interesting prompts in that one. What was I tagged in? It's just funny that you have to scroll like mad, don't you, to find all those ones. You have to kind of write it down somewhere, don't you? Otherwise, you'll forget.
Yeah.
Aaron Hook did it. Yeah.
New York City tag. Oh man.
New York City one. And it's like, have you ever been to New York City? That sort of thing, I think. Yeah. I'm going there next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully. That's the
plan. Is that in the summer or what?
We're going to go, I think we're going to go either Easter or May half term. So around this time next year, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the plan. So I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. You've never been, right?
Never been. I mean, obviously I'm coming to America soon, but I've only been to America once so far, and that was to LA. And I chose LA first because it was all about going to see Oingo Boingo. I thought I need to do it before they get too old and just stop. And they're still doing it. This is great. I'm a big Oingo Boingo fan. If anyone in the chat is an Oingo Boingo fan, let me know. But they were lovely. I managed to meet them all because I got in touch with the manager. Did I tell you about this already?
I'm not sure.
Because we had to just take a punt and we thought, oh well, they usually play around Halloween. I can only go at a certain time anyway because of my teaching thing. So we booked the plane flights, and then I sent a message to the manager. Someone told me what his name was, and I sent a message to the manager saying, "Hi, we're from the UK and we're coming over. Are you playing in this gap in the dates or whatever?" And they sent a message back saying, "Yeah, we are actually. This is where we're playing. I'll make sure you meet them." And it was really nice. And I met them all, and they were just really, really lovely. And yeah, it was really cool. the guy who plays sax, Sam Phipps, he's got like back trouble, and the rest of the band said to me, "Oh, you probably won't meet Sam because he just stays backstage because he's in a lot of chronic pain." I was like, "Oh yeah, no worries." And then he came out and said, "You guys from the UK?" And we went, "Yeah." And he went, "Oh, you probably want a photo, right?" I was like, "Yeah." And he came out, and that was really nice of him.
Oh,
Cool. Yeah. So it was really, really good seeing him. And then the night before, was it the night before or the night after? Yeah, the night before we went to the Hollywood Bowl and saw the Nightmare Before Christmas show that Danny Elfman was doing. So I saw Danny Elfman perform, and Steve Bartek was there. So Steve Bartek wasn't in Boingo the night we saw Boingo because he does most of the shows, but if Danny Elfman needs him, he does a show with Danny Elfman. So we got to meet Steve Bartek at the Hollywood Bowl. So I did actually meet him as well, and he was lovely. He chatted to me for ages. People were calling him over. He was going, "No, I'm chatting to these guys." It was like, okay, it was really good. Yeah, so that was very special. Oh yeah, Joe's in New York. Yeah. We're gonna have a Silver Foxes meetup.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna have a Silver Foxes party. Damn straight.
That'll be amazing. Here we go. Medium John Silver loves.
We're gonna rock those nightclubs in New York City. Those kids aren't gonna know what hit them. They see the Foxes. They see the Silver Foxes stroll in. It's gonna be like that.
United Roxbury's, is it called?
They see three of us walking in like to some musical score.
I think Joe's probably a better dancer than we are.
We'll let him go in front. He can lead the triangle.
He gets paid for it.
Him. We'll let him make the moves. We'll just look good behind him.
Medium John Silver says they love Boingo. That's great. Yeah, love it. Only a lad. That's got what's my favorite track off that? What You See is my favorite one on that album. But yeah, amazing stuff. Complete with losing my frames. Yeah. William doesn't go to nightclubs anymore. Joe's already writing a schedule for us.
Awesome.
It'll be awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so much to do in New York, isn't there? That you guys could show us around a bit.
Oh yeah, it's tons to do.
But yeah, I won't be going on my own, so you'll have to entertain my wife as well.
Okay, we could probably do that. We could probably do that.
No, I can't wait. And obviously, what's his nap time? Nap times. I think it's quite established. I don't need nap times.
That's true. I mean,
yeah.
That's true. Gareth has proven himself.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So when are we starting the Battlestar?
Yeah. So let's give us a goal to if we say to anybody that's interested, and we do it ourselves, and maybe we could do a little quick message, like a separate video on both our channels as well to talk about it, in case anyone wants to get involved. And maybe let's give ourselves up to the end of the first week of June to watch the first 2 episodes. What do you think?
Okay.
And then it gives us a bit of time to
okay.
And then we can just have time to talk about it.
All right, cool. So we'll both put up very soon. We'll both put up an initial video, advertising it, and then by the first week of June we'll do them. And then when we do the episodes, they're going to be full spoiler, right? You have to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We can talk. I don't think we should do a spoiler-free one. Otherwise, we'll be worried about what we was going to say.
Yeah. Right.
So we'll do it, because that worked well for the Holly videos. So those all about Holly videos we did. We just talked. We said whatever we wanted and said, well, there's definitely going to be spoilers.
Yeah.
And it just and I think there'll be people who watched it the first time it was on that probably haven't seen it for a while that would be interested to go, oh yeah, actually I remember that now.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that'd be all good. Pretty sure all Gav needs a nap times, deep sleep. I tend to have little short bursts now. If I go up early, say I went up at 11, I'd wake up again at about 2:30. So yeah, I reckon I've trained my body now to have like short little bursts of sleep.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sometimes my body just like, "Nah, you're taking a piss," and then it'll make me sleep for 12 hours. It's now nearly 2:30.
Wow, it's almost time for your egg sandwich.
Yeah, I've got one egg left. I've got one egg left.
Oh, really? Do you have to text your wife to see if you're allowed to have that?
No, I'm gonna hit this. But I played safe tonight. I played safe. Those biscuits still exist. So I might have dodged a bullet, my friend. Power napping like a pro.
That's right. Sometimes I feel like he naps, Jenny, like while he's still talking, because you see his eyes go like this, and he's all like,
Yeah.
you know, I ever see like sometimes you can almost like you really like tired, you can like keep driving like to your destiny if you know the route. You can almost keep driving home, like even though you're like only like half awake, like you're half asleep there. So I think he does that when he's chatting. Sometimes he's like catching up with sleep while he's talking.
Yeah, I've been asleep for the last hour.
He just woke up.
Apparently, I've been told because of camping and stuff that not only do I talk in my sleep, but apparently I sing in my sleep as well, which is really weird. I think I'm a little bit odd, to be fair. Wake up a sleeping woman, and she'll probably eat him. Yeah. I have another bit of biscuit. I've only actually had. Yeah, this is the only biscuit I've eaten through the whole show.
That's amazing. So you never all that talk, you never cracked open that bag of the Galaxy cookies. Good for you, man. That's good self-control. Good for you. I'm proud of you, man. Proud of you.
Well, it's a mixture of self-control and fear of my wife.
Mostly the latter, right?
Most of the rest of the band are scared of my wife. I think the only person that isn't is our drummer, and probably because she's a woman.
Ah, that makes sense. Worse have happened for less.
Well, are there any more important issues than biscuits? I'm not really sure.
Doesn't get any more serious than that, I don't think.
No. So should we call it a night?
Probably. Probably. Woo, another long one. I thought tonight was going to be a short one, but we can't do short.
Yeah, we can't do short. It's too life's too long or something.
So
yeah, but it's been a special one. It's been nice to to talk about PAX tonight.
Yeah, this was special. So long, you kids. 70-year-old John. John. All right.
He might have. That's probably true. He's just revealed something about himself. Do you reckon that's true?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah. Well, thank you, John. Makes me feel young. I feel like I have my whole life ahead of me. Yeah, we need to get some sleep. Jenny's got the same time zone as I have, so you stayed up late with us. It is true. There we go. So John's 70. Nice to see you.
See you, Jenny.
Right.
You, John.
So
all right.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks.
Thank you, Olive.
Thanks, MJ.
Thanks, MJ.
If you're still listening,
so we're going to meet up again on Tuesday, aren't we, for my birthday?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, very exciting. So
good.
And there's a few people that are going to be there on that night, so it'd be nice.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, make sure you've got something to drink, some biscuits, and I don't know. I might have had that package. Hey, and I can.
By then, you'll get an answer whether you can dig into those Galaxy cookies, right?
Yeah. By then, I'll buy my own ones if I can't. I'll be like, okay, clearly I need to get them sorted. But anyway, let's go. So,
all right, thanks
thanks
everyone.
everybody. See you next time.
See ya.